They're being assaulted by something.
Alright, so, in the continent of Braylon is the giant city of Sharn, City of Towers. And in that city is Morgrave Academy. Morgrave Academy is known for its wealth of knowledge, its great library, but most importantly, it's known for its vast collection of artifacts gained from many expeditions. While it is a place of learning for the most part, they excel at making really good expeditions to continents like Sendrick, which has giant ruins and sort of undiscovered areas where you can find a lot of artifacts. So basically, what the university is, it's just like a university to train adventurers to go out and bring back artifacts. Right now, as we start, you're all in the classroom of Bira Oak. She's a professor of otherworldly
It's
anthropology.
Professor Oak, man.
I mean, technically, yeah. Oak. So, she is a tiefling.
What is your name?
Exactly, you're a boy girl. Professor Oak is a tiefling coming from the monster nation of Brahm, and she has studied under sort of like the fairy court. So she is very knowledgeable of several things. One of them being manifest zones, which is a phenomena very much home to Eberron. And as we come in, she starts talking to you about what a manifest zone is. So then, as we discussed before, manifest zones are times when the 12 other planes that encircle Eberron come into contact with Eberron. As you should already know, Sharn is within a manifest zone of Izuri, the Great Sky, which allows it to be built up so high. And that's why the towers can actually exist without falling over. Right. So she kind of looks over everybody, sees if you're all paying attention.
Writing down on my pen and pad, Ebron is magic.
I'm drawing a picture of me killing a boar.
Awesome. Alright. So she's gonna go on. She's like, that map that picture I showed you on the Sharn, that's basically what she's showing you. And she kind of points to all of them, naming them, blah, blah, blah. You got Shavari, Shabara, Ferrari, Riza, all this stuff. Just a bunch of stuff you guys are probably ignoring. She goes to Dulur, which is like the place of the dead. And then she like points, and she kind of tells you how like each manifest zone kind of affects the world. Where it's, if you go to, if Fiarnia is closer, it means that like the weather's hotter. So like in the summertime, manifest zones appear where it gets hotter, or like in the winter where the other one gets on there. I think it's Sarenia. Things get colder. And then she points to Zoriat. And she looks at it for a moment and kind of like just stops and stares at it. And then kind of comes to her senses and looks back at you all. It's like, there hasn't been a manifest zone of Zoriat in 7,000 years. Because, can anybody tell me what Zoriat is? She waits.
What's it called? Plane of Chaos.
That's correct. More importantly, it's a plane of madness. I'm sure
I
that
know that plane.
I'm sure the other professors have told you about some history of Eberron and how when Zoriat came into alignment, the Delkir appeared and destroyed what was the Dakani Empire.
Oh, the squishy boys.
The goblins.
Yeah. Squishy boys.
So she kind of goes on and like points to the other planes and all that stuff, and like telling you like this is that. This is the plane of the fairies. That's where I studied. So, just want to make sure you all take notes. This will be on the test. And she looks at all you, along with probably have other students there.
Nope.
Whatever.
We killed them.
Got Goblin dude. This guy. So big.
It's a good thing gnomes and goblins are such good friends.
I mean, goblins aren't.
I mean, when it comes to money, they all want money, right?
Kind of.
Oh, there.
It was the gnomes that kind of drove the goblins out of the of the first like era a little bit, wasn't it?
No. Humans mostly.
Oh.
Humans came in from Barcelona and was all like, "Fuck you, goblins!" Wrecked because of the Connie, because the dog here fucked you up.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah, so
Right.
everybody's kind of like the same as you, just chilling, not paying too much attention. So like, while teacher continues, she does start to get the idea that not a lot of people are paying attention, so she gets frustrated and so like, okay, we just gotta end the class early, but we're gonna go back into manifest zone. These are very important and could save your life to know that you are in a certain manifest zone, because manifest zones affect people and magic when they're active. She kind of points to you, Boxwell. All right, and
Is
then
that the sound you make?
and then she's like, "Okay, class is gonna be dismissed, but I need to talk to Boxwell, Thrak, Arvelos, and Thin before you go."
Oh man,
So
I knew all this murder would come back to haunt me.
while the other classmates leave, they go off and wondering about like manifest zones, eh?
I'm
was
sure
she
that's
saying?
what they were. That's exactly what they were trying to.
What was she saying? And then she kind
There's
of
gonna be tests. Ah.
asks you all to come to her desk, closer to her desk.
On her desk. Short.
Alright. So, as you all know, Morgrave has certain stipulations that you need to pass in order to be able to graduate. One of the things that you need to do is the Morgrave trial. And we've chosen the four of you as the first students to be doing the trial. And then she like brings out these slips, just like red slips that like have each of your names on them, and passes them out.
Oh, paper slips.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like pajama slips.
Here's some pajamas. everybody.
None of us are
The
female.
trial is
There's
my character
bras.
says that he puts on.
the trial is a pajama party.
Yay!
So you will be meeting with
Montage of a pillow fight.
Ragnar. Roll
So
for
your
attack.
character's literally hitting us away, like physically pushing us away with pillows.
Roll for attack on pillows. 1d2 damage maybe? The most.
Plus strength.
Plus strength.
Alright. She gives you the slips and is like,
Kills my character in one hit.
you're gonna be meeting up with Professor Danid Vieren at the vaults, and then he'll take you to where the trial will take place. Does anybody have any questions?
What can we expect in the trial?
I can't tell you that. That would be cheating, but just,
I mean, are we in danger?
well, you shouldn't be.
Should we do anything to prepare?
Yeah, she looks at you. Are you, like, wearing your gear as far as, like, sword and stuff?
Yes.
Always ready for fighting.
Is everybody kind of wearing their, would
I
be
mean,
their gear?
okay, so I don't wear a
no, I'm
shirt,
still in my slip.
Yeah,
but I wear all my swords and axes on me all the time.
great. Okay.
The character's still in his pajamas. What are you talking about?
You already got his slip.
No thanks, I brought my own.
All right. Yeah. So she looks at everybody. If everybody's like good and geared up as far as like weapons and stuff. She kind of looks you all down and is like, "You seem to be ready. I don't think you need anything else. It is a fairly simple trial. Um, yeah, I would just
I'm
suggest
just
that you
worried if I need to pull out my gun.
might have to. The fact of the matter is, it's fine. You should just make sure you try to work together.
Oh man.
The trials are meant to
Sure.
be a team effort.
Give a side eye to the gnome.
Maybe I should have told these guys I didn't like them so many times today.
Probably not the best idea. But
Perhaps I should go alone. I don't know if I need aids of these unblooded pups.
see, that kind of talk, not good.
Hey,
Exactly what you don't need.
I don't respect people until they proven themselves in combat.
Well, maybe this is their chance to prove themselves in combat. So, yeah. So here you go. Slips, red paper slips.
Right.
Your name. Go over to meet the professor in. Let just get that file.
Oh, whoa.
In the vault. It's gonna be on the other side of the campus.
Okay.
Been nice knowing you. Say as I walk away defeated. Knowing my character full well may die.
Are you one of
I,
those like characters that happen to get 4 maximum HP?
What do you mean? Oh, no. I actually have what?
I let out
I have
a
10 HP.
low guttural roar to psych myself up, and then head over to the vaults.
Jesus.
I just kind of like go at an extremely brisk pace over to the vaults, though.
All right. Does anybody do
Meandered
anything
my
while they're
way
going to the
over.
vault? It's like a little. It's like maybe 3 or 5 minutes if you're not going fast.
I prestidigitation. Yeah.
All right. What do you do with that?
I make
Makes
the
his
walk
eyes
seem-
sparkle.
Oh, interesting. You made your portrait a circle.
Fuck you.
All right. Good. All right. So green, you at the. Oh, not everybody's here yet. So
This is a gnome
Professor
trying to,
Varian's just kind of looking at all three of you and like sort of tapping his hands on his
his
arm.
other hands.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
man.
gnome.
Like, oh, where's your friend? Oh, bye.
You mean the short one? I don't know. He seems a little odd.
Oh, there he is.
I
So
skitishly run away when he sees me.
it's a gnome. So he looks like straight ahead to look at you, Boxwell, and then he looks up to see everybody else, tall people. Well, thank you for coming. This is going to be the Morgrave trial. It should be fascinating, but remember, the main key is going to be teamwork. It will be based off of 3 tests that I myself have designed. They will test your strength,
With that, I flex.
your wit, and your agility. All things that good adventurers need to have in order to succeed when you go out and adventure. So, if you would please, go down these doors and into the main elevator here. You will then be taken down, well, down quite far. You see, I've excavated some ruins that I found not too long ago. And while they do not possess many important artifacts, they do seem to be a good ground for training. So
This
this will be,
sounds safe.
so this will be your first expedition, as it were. Are you ready?
The time of the present?
Will we be encountering anything dangerous?
You shouldn't be. It should be safe. I made
What
sure
are these
that.
shits and woods coming out of you guys? Sounds like you're not really sure if we're gonna die or not.
Well, I mean, I myself have made sure that all the trials that I designed are safe. They will not harm you. They will maybe give you the illusion of danger, but they should be safe.
Crack, the duel was born ready.
Excellent.
Rah.
All right. So he goes. The door opens behind him, and he kind of just waves his hand to it, and he kind of has you all. So what do you do?
I'm the
I
biggest gnome I
walk
know.
through confidently.
Excellent.
I hide in
Very
the
good.
corner. I
Very
look
good.
for
Yes,
things to hide
yes.
behind constantly.
I like to imagine that I do have a cape on, even though I'm shirtless. Just waving.
Got big cape energy.
Yeah.
Send me that picture. Damn you.
What picture?
The picture, your portrait, your character's portrait. I love how the 10 HP on my character makes it look like it's actually cut off by the 10 HP bar, like his hat.
You guys can't. We can't see each other's HP bars, right?
No, but you'll see the bar. No.
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 I don't know. I think only George can see that.
Yeah, I can see all your
I don't know
bars.
what bar you're
All
talking
your
about.
weak bars. So easy to kill.
I have 10 bar.
No. But no,
I'm
talking
saying
about
your
your
character's
HP bars. Like, because, if you click on your character and you put the HP on the green bar, it shows up as your HP. Right. So, you go inside the elevator. It is a hexagonal room.
It's a hexagon.
Hexagon. And on top is like this pyramid kind of crystal that's shedding light on inside the room. And then it starts glowing a little bit brighter, and out of it you hear Professor Danid's voice come out. So like, ha, hello.
Welcome to my trap.
So,
Wanna play a
as
little
you go
game?
through the trial, I'll be speaking to you and trying to give you some ideas of what exactly you should be trying to do. I've made these crystals so we could communicate. So if you have any questions, you can merely just yell at the crystal, and I will listen. Hopefully have an answer for you. All right, and here we go. And as he says that, you start hearing the sounds of grinding gears. And going, and you feel,
It really grinds my gears.
and you start feeling that sort of feeling of the platform going down. A weird like if you're getting lifted up, but in fact going down. So this is gonna happen. This is gonna go for like about 10 minutes of just like gear grinding and going down. Y'all want to do
Back
anything?
in 10 minutes?
What?
Yeah. You want us to come back in 10 minutes while it's happening?
Everybody taking a break. My game is in real time. I will not have it any other way. So,
Horrible.
They yell at it.
I'm gonna-
Hey, can
yes.
you make it go faster?
I'm afraid not. This is as fast as it goes.
I start fucking with it.
It's the first test patience.
I'm gonna
Yes.
I'm gonna start stretching and like doing push-ups and stuff.
I mean the space is not tight, but like it's about each of you have a good maybe 5 feet of room.
Oh, okay.
No one doesn't need that much space. It's fine.
I was gonna say the gnome.
Yeah, like seriously. Just-
Yeah, no is very comfortable. The rest
The
of you
gnome
are a
gets
little
3,
cramped.
and the orc gets 7.
That's fair. I mean, up to the gnome to really care about that. But yeah, so
You guys are a bunch of racists.
goes down, and then you hear final click and a sort of thump on the floor as it kind of shakes when it hits the bottom. Oh, you've arrived. Now you're in darkness. Assume.
Not me. I'm a deep gnome. I'm a rock gnome.
I was raised by dwarves. Yay.
I actually have dark vision.
Yep, so do I.
Right. Da-da-da. And the door opens.
Just scream as it opens.
And you all are inside this chamber. So, as the door opens, goes up. So,
Oh my god, my alarm's going off.
As you go out, as the door opens, you go into a sort of stone edifice, some sort of like limestone cave with in front of you pillars. And the pillars kind of go down into what looks like far down, like 60 feet, is a staircase. And around the sides are just kind of crumbled bits. And on the top, where the pillars meet the ceiling, there is another little pyramid crystal. And it starts to glow and illuminate the area.
What's with these bright lights?
Hello! Yes, you've finally made it to the trial chambers. So, get yourself accustomed to this area. You'll be having to go through several parts of it in order to complete the trial. But, to begin with, we will have a trial of combat!
With that,
What a
I
surprise.
roar and step forward.
Alright,
Turns around and starts attacking us.
everybody, everybody give me a perception check.
Oh, what? Oh,
Perception.
Wait, where's my box? There it is.
Why
Oh,
isn't
good.
it-
I have great perception.
I clicked perception. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, why is it query that? Okay, I need to change that.
All right, there you go. I have a -1 to
Do not
perception.
query
Why did it go to
advantage.
GM?
Yeah, mine did that too.
I don't see that.
Oh, I got a 19.
Yeah.
I'm not re-rolling that.
No, you're fine. Everybody, the roll what they roll is fine. Just to make sure it's working. Like, everybody keeps the same rolls they got, but then can you roll again just to make sure everybody doesn't roll fucking Jim? Perfect.
I made my intelligence save.
Excellent. Okay, so with a 19
No,
and a 14
negative. No.
and an 18.
It's a 7. I have a 7 or an 8.
But I had a 19.
You can clearly see that behind the pillars at the very end are two dudes. Interesting.
Kill them! Get on all fours and I start charging them.
They're like, oh, fuck, they saw us. Oh no. Basically, they're wearing the. Well, I did pick them. Like, it's an elf and a warforged, but they're both wearing like the sort of you know when you have the dog trainers for the police, they wear the big padded thing.
Uh-huh.
They're kind of wearing that, and they have like a gladiator, American Gladiator style baton that has like two very cushioned ends.
Get through this fluff so we can get to the tasty bits. Charging at it.
They're like, all right, here are your opponents.
I already cast magic missile.
You're gonna find pots and flint.
Oh, my token wasn't solid.
Right, so
Oh, are we rolling for initiative now?
Yeah,
yeah, roll initiative, everybody.
that should be a 7.
Holy fuck. Alright. It's higher than I was
So
expecting to get. Ah, you tied me.
I'm the greatest.
I got 12 dexterity.
Okay.
I also have 12 dexterity.
David,
Ah,
roll that inish.
Who's gonna go first, George? Better answer correctly.
I mean,
I got more strength than you.
You might have 2 dead PCs in a second.
so it's gonna be the way that the rolls came out. Most likely. Oh, there we go. I mean, that's you weren't
That's just gonna
you
go
weren't
first.
clicking your character, so that sucks. Just roll again, and I'll make it 21.
Okay.
What is going on here?
What is going
Fucking
on?
Alright. This is how we're doing this. Alright, so, the two people with the armor looking at both of you, they're like kind of waving their batons around and being like, yeah, come at us, we're gonna show you, like, you know, who's stronger. And yeah, that's what they do. What do you do then, since you got the niche?
I prepare myself for battle and go to the front lines in front of everybody and take out my sword and my weapon, which I haven't decided. is a but yeah, let's go out and take out my shield and get ready. And I don't know. I don't like that guy with the menacing guitar or lute or whatever. So do you? How much can I move?
You move up to here.
Okay, well I'm up to here now.
Okay. Yeah. The guy with the loot. Yeah. Potts is very much always in the commons area with his guitar playing some song. And Flint is just sort of cool Warforged guy that likes to study history. He's a nerd. Alright. So next is gonna be
He tears his head off. That's
He-
smart now.
he's a Warforged that has perfect vision, but wears glasses just to kind of confirm his nerdness.
Aesthetic reasons.
Aesthetic reasons.
Because he saw the smartest guy in the world wear glasses. That's
Yeah.
why.
All right. So
Stupid Warforged.
what's his name? Potts is gonna come up to you, very clumsily, kind of waving left and right because the padded armor is very hard to move with. And he's gonna go and try to attack you. And he's gonna swing the baton for 17.
No, I block with my shield and swipe away his strike.
Yep. Just gets a little off balance because it's hard to kind of keep himself centered when he has all that padding. He's like, oh shit. All right. Thrak the Thule. What are you gonna be doing?
Am I close enough to bum rush this person that just attacked David?
Yeah, you can definitely get up to him.
All right.
Kill
I
him.
let out a guttural roar as loudly as possible, enraging myself,
Oh jeez.
and I
You kill him.
charge up with my greatsword.
It's just training. It's just training.
I
Do I
consider
have advantage
aiming
or something? Because
Yeah,
of
you're flanking him.
the orc.
okay.
Oh, we're not gonna do the +2 rule. Cool.
Yeah, we can discuss that. So for right now, it's just advantage.
All right. Cool.
18.
18. So you hit, and you
No
hit.
longer with the living.
You killed that man.
And you can,
It's more
as
than
your
my health.
as your sword goes down, you can just hear the padding tear. It goes really far in, and you can see just a speck of his flesh, and he just lets out a very horrified scream, like "Oh no!" He kind of falls back and is now prone.
Pull out my knife and go for the head.
Okay.
I'm not. No, please. It's
Did
just
you test
fine.
this?
Oh. Okay. Well. All right. Don't move then.
Continue
Look
with,
down at him.
continue with the combat. You must finish.
Get out here!
So you want us to kill Potts?
No, don't kill him. But he must. His weapon must be taken away from him. All right.
His arm. I go to chop off his arm.
I look at him and intimidate him to drop that weapon.
He immediately just throws it to the side. Ah, please, and puts his hands up to his face to kind of guard himself. All right, Boxwell, it's your turn.
I will cast Burning Hands on Potts.
Oh God!
I mean, at that range, you're gonna hit Din and Thrak.
It's not my problem.
All right, do you do this?
No, I'm moving here, moving here, moving here. Pull out my knife and I start stabbing.
All right,
I
roll
misunderstood the situation.
roll for hit.
This is the best thing I can do. My knife. Do I have advantage? Because I'm flanking.
He's
Well,
he's
yeah, he's
prone.
prone.
You have super advantage.
16 hit.
Yep, 16 hits, and you just start stabbing. And as you do, you wildly start stabbing, and Fluff
I'm
just
going. I'm going. Going for the seams of his armor because I'm a dick.
oh Jesus! So thankfully, it is very secure. So the seams are still strapped with leather and all that stuff. So you're kind of just stabbing leather, and the bits that you do hit of the padded armor, you kind of have this bleed of cotton and fluff coming out. So you have him just kind of
Mhm.
bleeding out white.
And then there's also teeth biting into him too.
Yeah, he's still very scared and he hates this. And now he just like is screaming at the professor, be like, "Oh, it's not fair. I gotta go."
Why? Why are you doing this?
On the side, Flint is looking at him like, kind of just sighing, like, okay. And it is Arvello's turn.
I consider aiming at the orc. Won't shut the fuck up.
My half orc.
Half orc.
Can I?
A bork, if you
How do
will.
I draw an arrow?
Hmm?
Is this? Nope, that's moving him.
Milk.
Oh, is this it? Huh. Okay, yeah. I can reach that, right?
Oh, you can definitely reach that with an arrow for sure.
Okay.
As you see,
Brah!
boom. That hits. So,
Ooh, that
oh, Jesus!
was. Yeah, plus 10 damage on sharpshooter.
Alright, so basically you.
Pinned him to the fucking wall.
So the big pad thing is kind of protecting him, but you shoot an arrow and it just goes through like the padding between his like neck and shoulder, and instead of like passing through, he just grabs it and kind of flings him back about 10 feet into the side of the stairs.
Oh, you're here.
And he takes, like, you can hear his metal parts or wooden parts kind of clank as he hits the ground. He got real hurt, and now he is prone.
Did he drop his weapon while flying back?
He
Did
actually.
you guys think this through at all?
Well, I mean, it's not supposed to be dangerous. You people are very strong.
Fire! Starting to chew at his neck.
But, okay, that's good. I think. Flint, do you want to retaliate? No, I do not. He just like drops both hands, drops the weapon. I do not. Okay.
I must
Well,
survive for my kid. Staring at him. What?
and
My
then
child, I impregnated a woman. I am fucking. What was this bicentennial man?
Bicentennial Man. I am Robin Williams.
Yeah, I seen that movie.
Bicentennial Man.
Robot,
Yeah,
Flesh Man. And he fucks that wife.
he does. That's a weird movie. So basically,
Okay.
as that happens, the triangle light on top goes green. Boop. And up in front of you, you see that the stairs lead up to a door, and the door opens.
I'm still
Alright.
biting and clawing at this guy.
Please stop fighting and proceed to the next chamber.
I instantly stop and get up with a bunch of fluff in my mouth.
God,
All
I'll
right.
try.
So he welcomes you all to go, and as he does,
Guess I'll end my raging.
Potts will be getting up like very rapidly, like breathing heavily and trying to kind of like get the straps off because he feels like he just can't breathe. It's up to you all if you want to help him, but yeah, right now he's just like panicking, while Flint is very kind of like calmly taking off the arrow from his armor and getting up and going.
I'll go help Potts.
Okay.
I'll
I
ask him
completely
why he
ignore him.
volunteered for this shit.
All right.
I pick up his baton.
Okay.
I take it with me.
It's basically a quarterstaff with 4 damage.
Cool. What do you mean, 1d4?
1d4, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, I have that now. And no one can stop me. I
But-
think they can stop me.
You've
Right.
stolen this
Aha.
remarker.
So you help
I
him.
forgot about my leftovers. Yay.
So you help out Potts. He gets all strapped off, and he just like you can see that clearly the blade definitely did hit kind of like his shoulder. So he has a little bit of blood coming off his shoulder, and one of the stabs did actually get to his like side. So he has like a prick of blood on his right side. So he kind of just holds his shoulder, and he leaves his armor and goes off with Flint. They go to like the elevator room.
Bye then.
And he says thank you for helping him out. No doubt.
Cool.
He's
Thank you,
like,
David.
I'll sing you a song later about how much you helped me out.
Is he a
I don't know
bard?
about
Yeah,
that. Yeah, he is. Look at his
Oh.
We should have
picture.
killed him when we had the chance.
he's a bardy boy.
Where it's legal.
They sent a bard in for a combat challenge?
Well, it's extra credit.
Extra credit.
So,
Yeah,
There we
smarty
go.
boy that wears glasses for no reason.
As
Yep.
good as I'm getting that one.
so they go off, and then yeah, the chamber opens. You go in the next chamber.
Yes, I'm in the kitchen.
I
though,
stride
so somebody else
confidently
has to
forward.
put-
Yeah,
Let me put Lori over there. Let me put
I've got a
Velos.
kind of creepy grin on my face.
You drew
More
blood,
like-
man. You drew blood.
Yeah.
Some in the kitchen. I drew blood too. We're brothers in blood.
Okay, the gnome is now tested. He has drawn blood.
No,
He needs
I
to be
don't
put
take that as good enough. I see Arvelos as an equal. The other two,
Oh.
I don't know about.
Dang.
My lucky sharpshooter.
Yeah, seriously, holy shit. All right. Hey, D'Anthony,
Oh,
Boxwell, Din, moving forward, just kind of investigating the area. What you doing?
Oh my! I left
Actually-
my office. Oh my god, that's really bad, actually.
Oh my god!
Fuck.
three?
The fuck? Okay.
Pick that today.
All right, and as you do that,
Good.
the door behind you closes. Boop.
Scream. Something desperately to his.
Ah.
Oh god, this is just like how my brother died.
So you go into a chamber.
Which
It's much the
one?
same as the other one. It has a floor stonework, but pieces of it are missing or just bare to like dirt. And the walls are kind of limestone, and a bit of it is also clearly worked on. Like there's what seems to be leftover, like goblin architecture, sort of like hieroglyphs, but they're very worn and you can't really make them out too well. And as you go in, you have 3 doors. You have 4 doors. You have one behind you that just closed. You have one in front of you that has 2 divots in it, like for spheres. And then you have a door to your left and a door to your right. And both of those have little green circles on the door.
Go wrong with left. And I
All right.
immediately started
So
to
you've
think
made
about
it past the combat challenge rather easily. I think probably Potts has to go to the infirmary. But good.
Checked out.
Adventurers should be powerful warriors. Huh, Thrak?
Aye.
Now, the next 2 challenges will be a bit different, but nevertheless important. You will choose whether to go to the right door or the left door.
I
Can't go wrong with
instinctively go
right.
to the left.
No.
I go to the opposite door.
Just start trying
Okay.
to open them. We don't even hear instructions.
Exactly. That's exactly what we're doing. It's just like shoveling. Like this is stupid.
Okay?
Um,
I
So,
go wherever the majority is.
tell me where you want to go.
I'm going to the right because that seems correct.
Again, let me remind you, teamwork
Actually,
is important.
I don't want to be near the orc.
Like the light on the top turns red and starts blinking red. Now, if you choose one door, not the, if you are separated, this could go very bad for you.
how about if we open both doors at once?
Yeah, that's something you can do, I guess. I mean, it's not
On
the way
3,
the trials are
1,
supposed to go,
2,
but I mean,
we
then-
open-
Right. So you try to open at the same time?
No, I'll sigh and go over to the right.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
Much better. It's good. Thank you, Trak. You're getting extra credit for being a good teammate. So, all right.
Just telling a half orc you're getting extra credit. What the?
It's cool, man. It's cool. All right, so you go open the door.
This is a door. I see that. That looks like steps.
Door in front of it. Fuck you.
Put a,
Called doorsteps?
tell me there's a door there. Put a line in it or something. I
Yeah, I'll go
There.
inside.
There's
Door.
one.
Door.
That line, how much of a door it is. Using my words, man. My words at the door.
All right, I go through the door.
Okay. So,
In air
I'm here
quotes.
now.
The darkness.
okay. So, I've not drawn this, but basically what you walk into is a area with 2 pits like this, and then several statues on the side like this. Boop, boop. And then at the very end, you have a green, what do you call it, sphere.
What's it called? I'll say it over to Drakthul. It's like, so we have to go through a series of.
To get
Traps.
the green sphere, you must use your agility to make it through the trial of alacrity.
Agility.
I look at the gnome. Should I just throw him?
Where's the gnome?
Yeah, where's the gnome?
Yes.
Where is the
All right, so I'm assuming. Okay, there.
Ah!
There we are.
All right, so yeah. So what do you want? How do you want to do this? You see in front of you, long chamber, 60 feet, 2 holes in the ground that go across the entire length of it, about 10 feet across, and then from there on,
Fucking 10 feet.
and then
3-foot gnome jumping 10 feet.
after that, you see statues lining either side of the wall. 4 statues, 2 on the one side, 2 on the other side, and at the end, you see the green orb. So
Those things are gonna probably go over, so get too close.
You could probably throw me. I'm pretty good at being thrown. Back in my day, back in my college
But
days.
then how are you gonna make it back?
I could throw a javelin with a rope.
Yeah. I'm not that big of a target. He can hit me pretty easily with that.
Or we stick him on the javelin and I throw a javelin with him on it.
That makes a little more sense.
I'm down as long as I don't die. Gut me like a fish. Like a
Those things are statues, right?
those things are statues, correct?
I could
Oh, crap.
throw my javelin with a rope on it into this first statue.
Wait, what is this? What are we trying to get that orb?
This orb right here.
I mage hand it.
All right, it
It
is.
has a range.
Yeah, what's the range on mage hand?
150 million feet.
Oh God! Who measured that? How do they know?
Oh, that I'm looking at it.
I start tying a rope to a javelin.
Like, do this.
I can't wait. Open up.
How long
Is
is
there
your
anything I could
quarterstaff?
tie one end of the rope to that's like around here?
No, it's mostly just rubble there. There's nothing like solid to tie a rope to.
Okay.
How
I'll
long
tie
is
it
it?
around
30
my waist.
feet. Mage
Yourself.
hand is 30
yeah.
feet.
Okay, mage hand is 30.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
How long is my quarterstaff?
Quarterstaff? The regular quarterstaff have like 5 feet. Yes, this is one of my very ingenious rooms I've thought of.
What's it called?
How wide are these pits?
They're about 5 feet.
Yeah,
Oh.
I reel back. I put away my sword and shield. I reel back. I take out my quarterstaff, and I will use
It's not a
it.
quarterstaff, it's a club.
I mean, it's
You said
quarterstaff.
Pole
quarterstaff.
vault.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pole vault.
All right,
It's 5 feet. You could
Give me
hop
advantage.
5 feet fairly
Yeah, I was gonna
easily.
say.
Dumb.
I'm heavy.
acrobatics.
I
I
don't
have
Check.
believe in him.
athletics.
It's athletics, idiot. Because I'm a strength man.
Fine. Athletics. You can do athletics.
This thing is 35 feet away. Just get me over this pit.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I catch him on the way over.
So you are Arvelos. You get a running start. You run back and you jump and you go off and you're cool ranger agility kind of just gets you all the way across. Din, on the other hand, as he pushes himself, the quarterstaff kind of slips, and he barely makes it, and kind of like give me a quick let's see, give me a agility check real quick. Oh, Dex saving throw actually.
Dex saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, him, not me.
No,
Oops.
you're good. You made it. Just
I
like-
want to assist.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So as you go, Arvelos, just jumps past you and turns around to kind of be like, "Yeah, I did it." And then he sees you kind of going down the pit, and then grabs you by the arm and holds you and kind of makes sure you don't fall.
Oh.
So, all right, you successfully have made it. Oh, that was a close one.
All right, I'm gonna jump next to one. Give it a chance.
Athletics.
Throw
Well,
me!
from
Throw
here,
me across the
Couldn't
pit!
you? Yeah, throw the gnome. We'll catch him, and then have him.
All right,
move
you
in.
make it just fine.
All right, I go over to this statue.
When are we
and
getting
push it down.
actions, George?
I mean, you can do it too. He's just like, yeah.
I'm asking. Throw,
Yeah.
I
Throw
mean,
the gnome,
Dave,
I'll catch
him.
six
Stop.
actions in before anybody else.
Yeah,
Just
stop.
curious.
Yeah,
What is the statue of?
it's a statue of just like a warrior man with a sword. Like basically,
Push it
it's
down.
very generic.
I push it down.
Give me strength check.
Oh,
A saving throw or just straight strength?
Just straight strength. Okay.
There it goes.
You budget, but do not push it down. All right, so you're there. Give me a second to do Thrak and
throwing
Boxwell.
the gnome.
Throw
I throw the gnome real good.
Holy shit! Alright. You don't get that far, but you do make it right next to Din. You basically land at Din's feet.
I push him towards the hole.
I fight him.
Can't fight what you can't see. I turn the lights off. Alright, well, I mage hand it from here.
Oh. Okay. Cast Mage Hand, and it goes out. And it is. And you see that the Mage Hand is kind of putting itself around it. And it is unable to lift it.
I
Mage
push
hand.
it off. Let it roll down.
Alright, you push it off. You hear a hard thump. I like how you know it's on a pedestal, even though I never mentioned that. But yeah, it makes sense, right? Why wouldn't it be on a pedestal?
Oh, if you put it on the floor, then I just roll it to myself.
Yeah.
Like, or we do a basket trick where we just grab it with the basket.
But yeah,
Alright.
so it is under hard. You can't push it off the pedestal. It's too hard to push off.
Is it an orb? Or is
It's an
it
orb,
a...
yeah.
Yeah.
The sphere.
It's heavy as shit.
It's really heavy.
Magic
Think
missile.
of bowling ball and mage hand not strong.
Yeah, 10 pounds is the limit. See, I knew something like this would happen, but I planned for it. I'm afraid you must go through the gauntlet of the heroes. So,
Magic missile. I magic missile the fucking thing.
so the statues are a man holding a big sword. The one across from it, to the side, is like another person holding like a arrow, like a bow and arrow. Another person's holding their hands up, and you can kind of see.
I throw a rope on the statue that's right in front of me.
Okay, you throw a rope, and I just hit it with a rope.
No, I'm trying to like circle around its feet.
You lasso it.
Okay, so you're gonna circle around his feet. Okay, you do that. It is now lassoed.
And all right,
What are you shooting?
that
Oh,
one with
statue
the
he doesn't
arrow?
believe in it.
The one with the arrow is this one. Sorry, this one's the one with the arrow. This is the one with
This
the
one.
hands up. And this
It'll
is
go
the
over
one
the gnome's
with a big
head.
shield. Yep. All right, so you hit it, and you kind of chip it a little bit, but it doesn't really do anything. It was a good hit, but not solid enough. Those are very expensive. Please don't break my statues.
Kill the statues! They hold secrets!
All right. Frak, are you just chilling back there doing nothing? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm just kind of chilling here. I don't know.
Oh, you're just good to be back there? Okay, that works. All right.
He's sitting back there and being angry.
Arvelos, do you want to go forward or you want to just stay back there?
You're good.
I'm
you
gonna
don't have
stay
to
here
go.
for
You
now
have a
because I
bit
don't
of
want to be near that
safety.
gnome.
Damn, racism hard. But that's
Yeah,
She'll
a little
touch the orb.
right. Right. So Din and Boxwell, what do you want to do?
shield touching that fucking door. I'm knocking it down so it starts rolling. I can just roll it with mage hand towards myself.
Shield touching? Sorry.
Shield touch. I'm hitting it off the pedestal.
Chill touch.
Chill.
Oh, chill. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was hearing shield.
Yeah, me too.
Shield touch.
Yeah.
Ding. Now no one can grab it.
Okay, so it wavers back and forth on the pedestal and does a little thing where like it kind of like moves on the rim and it goes off to the side like it's about to fall down and then goes back up again and the other side like it's about to fall down. It's like and it goes on the ground. And you can see it's really heavy. It's at least 30 pounds because it kind of makes a bit of a crack on the ground.
This is a
All
bowling
right.
ball.
So it just starts rolling
Way
and it
heavier
just
than a bowling ball.
rolls to the side.
Cannonball, essentially.
I'm
now.
gonna just assist the roll a little bit closer. Like it's just gonna crush mage hand. The mage hand is gonna go up and it's gonna flatten it.
Trying to move
And I'm
it.
just assuming.
Can't though. Damn it.
Just assuming I hurt myself doing this.
Yeah.
So I'm
You're,
gonna make myself take 5 damage.
you're kind of straining because it is a fucking heavy thing for some reason.
It's a good thing. You know that thing weighs almost more than my character, right?
Cheers.
That's kind of crazy.
Trying to.
Fucking.
Ah!
Oh god! It's growing inside!
Stop it.
We've angered the gods! The orb
What have
god,
you
we've
got?
Alright, whatever. It's gone now. Destroyed it. Game's over. Bye, everybody.
shatters like glass. Much like my
Alright,
character.
so it rolls over here. And. What are you trying to do?
Just trying to push it with mage hand.
Yeah, I'm just trying to give it a little, like, nudge into the better direction, not the bad direction.
Give me a quick, like, int check, just to see if you can actually, like, force this thing to move, because it's heavy as fuck. Like, this is you asserting your will.
And now I'm just being hard-headed.
Yeah, you're straining to kind of move this thing. You see, like, veins appear on your forehead. You're like,
Sweating.
you get your red, like that Freakazoid thing where he's just like, "Ee!" But it's not budging very well, and it's kind of just landing on the side there. Then, are you moving forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Weighs more than me.
It's lassoed.
Lassoed?
Every time you say Din, I think you're saying Dan.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This is his name. It's lassoed on the feet, but as you move forward, it kind of splits a little bit open, and a big sword comes out as you walk by it, out of the interior.
I tell it no.
Do that with a reflex. What do you call it? Dexterity
Uh-huh.
saving throw.
I
Unless
knew
you-
it, he wants us dead! We need to kill the goblin while we have the chance!
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
boy. Okay. So, going by it, you are immediately slammed on the side with a very dull sword, and you take 1d4 damage. Take 1 damage.
Oh. Oof.
Okay, but
Now
then
that I see the statue's attack on him, I am interested in trying to jump over this pit.
make it.
You
Make it with the
pretty
first
much
bit.
could walk over it. You're pretty big.
Yeah. And then the sword slowly, very slowly, like retracts, like tick, 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 tick.
I move here.
Okay.
Oh boy, in front of the arrow.
Yeah. Basically, you give me another dex.
Yes.
Wait a minute. I'm really short. I walk under all the traps.
Perfect. Okay. I mean, that's sort of to hit you, but as you do that, the arrow launches at you. Like you see, kind of like the arrow that it's holding in the statue. Energy glows from it and shoots out, and you perfectly kind of duck underneath it, and it hits the top of you. And
Aw. It's magic.
do you want to go, Anthony? You want to try to?
Well, no. Now that I know it's magic, it's pointless. I was just gonna walk under everything.
Right. All right.
But I can't even lift the thing. It weighs as much as I do. So what's
Yeah.
the point?
All right, then. Do you go forward?
Jump over the next thing.
Yes,
I
you
yeah,
grab the
I-
gnome.
No.
Yes! I get it! I need to live.
What's the next thing?
The next thing is a mage-looking dude with his hands up in the air, like he's about to cast a spell. It's a very like archetypical mage with a big beard and robes.
Dan will stay right here and hold up his shield. Like, no.
Okay. So Thrax
I
made
know
it
where the
through.
gnome's.
He's
I know
holding.
where the gnome's going.
He's holding Boxwell. Are you gonna do it?
By his scruff.
You think I can throw you faster than they can shoot?
Yes, you definitely can.
No. Is that a challenge?
Yes.
Oh.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna shot put the gnome.
I put on my glasses. Put on my like goggles.
All right. That's the athletics. Throw the 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 16.
All right. So Boxwell, I'm gonna have you give me a acrobatics and a dex saving.
Oh man. I'm good at both these things.
Mm-hmm. I bet you are.
There's my
Oh
one.
boy.
Cool.
And there's my other one.
All right. Cool. All right. So basically,
So I threw him into the wall.
I mean, you
No, I
threw-
just landed. I landed on my head, is what happened.
yeah. Basically, you threw him fine, and he was like getting himself to be aerodynamic. He got his goggles on. He's got like his streamlined self. But as you throw him, he kind of just starts like waving his hands and like turning and kind of cartwheeling in the middle of the air. And as he goes by, the sword comes down, but he like you threw him too far away from the sword, so he didn't hit him. The arrow activates, and a little beam comes out, but misses him completely because he's flailing too much and like couldn't get a good hit on him. And then the mage activates, and you see like a sort of the two hands glow red, and a fireball come out, like not a big one, but kind of like a little puff. And thankfully, that misses him too. And once he gets to the shield statue, a big thump happens, and he gets knocked right over here. So you make it next to the, like you hit a big wall where the shield statue was, but now you're next to the orb. And the orb is on the ground. And you pass the statues.
My character's lying on his back, not moving.
Yeah, you landed pretty
Not
hard.
prone.
So.
Give a thumbs up slowly.
Wow, that was unusual. Okay? I might have to change these things up. You see him kind of muttering like, "Don't put small people with big people to control."
Wait, him being a gun, he should have been well aware of this.
Yeah.
His whole
So
life he's been happy.
yeah, so basically you're next to the orb now, and it's like next to you. Din's behind you, behind the statue of the mage, and everybody's kind of behind the other statues. What do you want to do?
Nah, you still have to pick up the damn orb. It weighs as much.
That's strange. I do have a lot of strength, though. This is what that doesn't make. I actually have 11 strength, so I can probably move it.
Okay. Do you touch it?
Yeah.
Okay. As you do, it starts going green. The top crystal pyramid thing goes green, and the statues like they make a very much like winding down sound, like a turning down sound, like. Meow.
This demon monster!
And as you do that, what do you call it? The holes start closing up. Well done. You've gotten the forced orb.
I now have an appreciation for Nomi because he allowed me to, or Boxwell because he allowed me to do that.
All right.
So I run up and kind of pat him on the head. Good job, little buddy.
My bone!
All right. So you've done the first task. You've done the second task. The task of alacrity. Alacrity.
All critty.
Let me out of this hole!
No, it's solid wall.
Oh.
Right. Now you must take the orb and put it into the door.
If no one else picked it up, I'll pick up this orb.
Okay, it is pretty heavy, but it's fine for you.
That's fine.
All right.
I've got 18 strength. I'm not
So-
worried about it being heavy.
Yeah.
Good God.
Okay. So one of the orbs is here now. Boop. You hear a nice little thump, and it's all good.
And that's when the ninjas attack.
Well, only one task left to do. You must now go to the left. Find out what mysteries lie there.
This seems like a trap.
So you're all heading towards the right door?
No, I'm heading towards the left door.
Left
Fuck
door.
the right door.
Okay. So, you click on it.
Yeah, I guess I click on the door. I try to open it anyway.
Well, there's a green, the green orb on it, like a green circle on it.
Oh, okay.
And as you do, it clicks, click, and opens up. And you go into another chamber. Again, it's just kind of like run down, ancient ruined chamber, looks like. And it has one path leading to another door. As well, has a green circle on it.
Well, see, as the worked last time. Click green circle.
Okay. And the door opens. And you go into another chamber.
Can't see shit. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. What are these puddles of death? They're everywhere.
So basically in this one, same as the other one, except no kind of traps this time. What there are a lot of is stalagmites.
These are stalagmites, these are stalactites.
Stalactites, the one on the ground. I always forget.
Someone's lying to us.
Stalagmites are the one on the ground. Stalactites
Okay.
hang tight.
Hang tight. So stalagmites are on the ground. You see several of them, a few big ones, a few small ones. But all of them have, all cone-shaped and very sharp. And you see that there is a door at the end of the chamber, about 60 feet down. And this one does not have a green circle. It is solid, black door. Is everybody inside? Cool. So behind you, now the trial may begin. Zip. Door behind you closes. And in this side over here, on the other end, the door starts to have like text being written on it. These bloody words open the way.
Bloody ways.
Bloody
These
words.
bloody words open the way.
Well, the other one bleeding is dead.
I never got cut. Blunt damage.
Blunt damage.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I stab him in the leg. Bleeding is dead.
This is my riddle for you. How do you open the door?
Pull out my phone and Google his question.
These bloody words open the door. Open the way, probably is what it said. Open
These
the way.
bloody
Yep.
words. Open the way. Well, I know a cheap and easy solution to fix this. Break the door down.
Pull out a hand axe.
I literally put on a helmet and get ready to be thrown into the door. I'm ready for this.
One of those like World War One spiked helmets.
Let's do this. All right. Let's see. I'm going to investigate the door.
Okay.
Wait, no. Magic. Yeah.
or
Magic.
one of these stalagmites.
19 on investigation.
19 investigation. All right. So if you're gonna go up to the, so you're investigating the door.
Yeah, the one that's locked.
Okay.
Right?
So yeah, it is.
All the way over here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad, my bad.
front of you,
I
yeah.
don't know why I thought it was this door here to the side.
No. Sorry. Someone like it. Someone in the front. But yeah, no. So you go investigate that door, and it is very much different from the rest of the sort of limestone ruin area. It's a black, looking like almost obsidian solid block of stone. It just has the words written sort of like Comic Sans on it in white.
I say we kill the goblin. We're done.
These bloody words open the way is what's written on it. And you don't see any kind of crevice or any kind of like thing to open it. No, it's very solid, solid and smooth.
Is there any arcana on this? I'm looking for some sort of.
I mean, you have to give me an Arcana check. See what kind of magics you can tell from looking at it. So you can tell there's definitely a ward, some sort of magical ward on here that needs a certain key to open. It requires a component to open. So that's pretty much what you get out of this. You need a component, and then that will release the kind of ward that's on it.
Do my tinker tools open it?
No, you look through your tinker tools, like a little key, a little screw, and everything kind of just you poke at it. It's like, come on, work, and everything just kind of hits the obsidian.
Scraping up the fucking the words on there.
Yeah, but no, none of the tools that you use seem to be working on it.
Damn it! It's magic. I hate it. Put my tools away.
Do you think an axe would work?
No,
No.
it's harder than any metal.
Maybe
Except
one of
maybe
these
adamantine.
stalagmites. I break one and ram the door.
I'm considering that as a possibility. No. These bloody words will open the door.
Are all the stalagmites the same color?
They're all the same color. They're all the same. But they're different sizes. They all just have a very sharp top, cone top.
We sacrifice one of us to the stalagmite. The door might open.
Does anybody have any ideas? Din or Velos?
I vote on the one who's already on death's door. Din.
Death storm. One damage.
What?
It's like you turn over to me. It's like I'm on the floor coughing up blood. That one damage.
I mean, theoretically, if I was any regular wizard, that would be me because I have
Right.
4 life, so I'm always at death's door.
Jeebus.
I have actually 10 life now.
I know. It's just
Because I'm amazing.
all right. Anybody have any ideas?
Say we give up being adventurers, guys. We're
I
obviously
do,
not cut
but
off
my
for this.
character doesn't.
We haven't tried putting blood on it, right?
We have not.
No.
Okay. I'll pull out my short sword.
Ah! Don't
And
do
I'll look at
it!
everyone else.
It's not blood magic. Although, we could make blood magic to destroy the room.
What do you do, Arbelos?
I just have my sword out,
Okay.
looking at everyone, somewhat threateningly.
All right. How do you all react
She's
to this?
obviously she's gotten cave sickness. He.
All right. Dan, Thrak, give me a intellect check.
Thrak.
Oh boy.
Maybe if you try headbutting it hard enough.
Thrak head stronger than any stone.
Try one of
It's
those.
sort of what comes to your mind.
Alright,
So
fine. I'll roll one.
The riddle is blood open door.
So the
These
phrase
bloodied words.
is these bloody words open the way.
I look for words on the ground or on these circles.
Like the word. Okay. Give me perception.
Everyone's kind of going with my sacrifice idea, aren't they?
Okay. So yeah, you look through the area, and what you mainly see is just the statue, stalagmites, and then the ruins around you. You
Ruin.
can look at. There's some like Decani words around, but they look faded, and they don't look to be part of like any of the renovation that was clearly done for the trials. The only words you see are just the ones on the door. These bloody words open the way.
I speak goblin.
This is like ancient goblin.
Frick.
Sorry.
Yes, the Connie Goblin is different from regular Goblin.
Yeah.
I
These
speak
bloody words.
primordial, so
I-
I speak the most ancient of languages.
Together.
We
might
could
be
confuse
enough.
everybody.
I'm gonna
These bloody
grab
words.
this nearest stalagmite to
Uh-huh.
me and see if I can move it
Okay.
or like break
With
it.
the 14-inch George,
Give
did
me-
that do
The 14-int gives you an idea that maybe the component that you figured out is something related to the words on the door.
something to the butt?
So you figured out that
It broke
component.
out.
Okay. Oh dang it. So you figured out that a component is necessary to open the door to get rid of the ward magic. And with your intelligence check, you can kind of figure that one of the something that is said on the words is that component. But yeah, give me a strength check.
I
Drac.
touched. Oh, nice.
All right, you nudge it and you move it, and it kind of looks like it's wobbly, but there's definitely something it's not just stone. It's clearly bolted on down there, so you are not able to move it 100%. You kind of just nudge it and move it a little bit left and right.
I fit through the crevice of the door. I flattened, much like a cat. Just
Nope.
gnome.
But yeah, no, yeah.
The word
nothing
bloody
like-
has something to do with this. Ah.
These bloody words open the way. What could it mean? Tough riddle.
I guess we have to sacrifice somebody.
No.
You.
No.
point at the one with the
Where?
sword out.
Where are the words?
These bloody
On the door.
words. These bloody words open the way.
Here?
On the door.
No,
the
they're on
door?
the door.
On the door here.
Down here. That's
Yeah.
the door.
Huh?
Okay. I'm
Yay.
gonna slice the middle of my palm.
Okay?
Drip some blood on the words.
And as soon as you do that, the words that you put the blood on start to glow green.
Okay.
They're green now.
Just the one. Do you do it all over the words or just a few words?
A few words.
Okay. So basically, all the ones that you put the blood on glow green now,
Well, now that they're glowing, I'll just put it on all the words.
and they
No,
all glow
it's a
green.
trick.
And the light on top goes green, and it's like, oh, you figured it out. Take 1d4 damage real quick.
It's a lot of damage.
1d4? That's nothing.
Ow!
Yeah, yeah. You just
What?
took 4
No, no.
damage to the
No,
hand,
no,
which
don't,
is.
don't worry, no.
It's the one damage.
You do you take the 1 damage, you're fine.
I was
You don't have to
gonna say,
roll it.
usually, if you inflict self wounds,
Yeah.
you choose
Okay.
1 or 2.
Yeah, the door opens,
Gotta cut my hand.
and it goes into a chamber with another big ass green orb in it. Oh my goodness!
Out of curiosity, were we just trying to not do what was supposed to be done, or did we actually not realize that was what we needed to?
My character's real dumb.
My
Yeah,
character
that one
is
makes sense.
my character is actually too short to do anything about it. So
I mean, I guess that works. I'm glad you're well armed. But yeah, basically, that's why you have the stalagmites, because you can just prick yourself on them, and
oh, I was thinking kill the ranger.
I'm not
That's
about
what now I'm
to stab
thinking.
myself on a dirty rock in a dank cave.
it's
See,
close.
I was thinking we had to bloody the stalagmites.
Ah,
I was hoping we had the bloody the stalagmite.
with our blood. Yeah, yes, very well done. You
Yourself on each one of them.
you
I'm
did
going to
it.
investigate. I'm going to ignore the goblin and start investigating those old ruins, whatever.
Give me an investigation check. But yeah, as you do that, Goblin's like, you are truly great adventurers. These trials are meant to test all these things. You've done great, and mind you, you've also been very inventive with the whole throwing and everything. Investigation. So, you're looking through the faded out hieroglyphs of the Connie stuff, and you can't make out a lot because it's mostly faded, but you do see what seems to be a serpent shape on one of them. It's like a half eroded bit, but you see some Decani on the bottom end of the wall, and on the top you see what is what definitely seems to be the tail end of a serpent thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, and the tail goes and kind of, it's a zigzag pattern, and then goes off to a faded part of the wall that's just completely destroyed.
Just gonna go out on a limb here and assume that it's the Quetzalcoatl's and we're all gonna die.
What's it called?
Quetzalcoatl.
But yeah, that's mainly what you see there. You see a little depiction of what seems to be a ritual of some kind.
I draw it.
Yeah.
Is it like engraved into the thing?
Yeah, it's engraved. Let me give
Okay.
you a
I
quick
just take
draw of it.
a piece of. Oh, well, I'm drawing it like I take a parchment, stick it on it, and then like charcoal on
Okay.
there. Done.
Yeah. So you all see him charcoaling this little depiction of what seems to be Dakani praying to. Looks like a little tail and then zigzag with like edgings of scales on the zigzag pattern.
Clearly, it must be the Great Serpent.
I'm gonna cover it in dirt now.
Oh, look at you! You've made it. Now you've got a little bit of a walks to go to the chamber of finishing.
Of finishing? Really?
Kind of ran out of good words afterwards. I mean, I did come up with alacrity, right? That was a good one.
Are you really a teacher?
The best. I am Eberron's key expert on Dakani history. So,
The Great Serpent.
what do you all do?
Nah, I take the orb and go back to put the orb in the thing.
All right. And as you do, you put the sphere in there. The orb clicks on, turns green, and the doors slowly open.
The doors we came through before, these things?
The new one. The new doors are where you
Oh.
put the orbs in. All right. And as you do, they lead over to a big, like, cave entrance. While these were, like, you're in the ruins, you can see that it's kind of, like, made by somebody, probably, what do you call it? Probably goblins? But as you go into this cave, it's much more natural structure, and the ceilings are about 30 feet tall, and the walls on the side are stony and like. So I'm assuming you all walk past the door.
Ah, the giant!
Make me fall.
I'm fleeing.
Giant fucking
Fleeing
human.
faster than you've seen a dwarf ever, or the gnome ever flee. You're a giant human raised by dwarves. Yes.
Professor goes over to the speakers like, "Oh, well done. You have only one more to go. You just have a little more to go. You go past this cave, which is one of the new excavation sites that we went past. It's very interesting. I not quite understand how it is that the Kani have built this temple, seemingly to some unknown entity, and then next to it is this just natural cave. I'm trying to figure out what is the connection between the natural cave that they're in and then the temple, and why there's nothing in between."
I look at the parchment. I look at
This
the
must
cave.
be where the
I look
serpent.
at the parchment. I look at the cave.
Right, you all made it. So now you just gotta make it through the cave, and then you'll be all good. At the other end is another elevator that will lead you to the Hall of Finishing. Name pending, apparently.
Completion room.
That could be good. Right,
All of finishing.
Hall of Finishing. So as you all go by, yeah, the area seems to be a lot more open. There's stalactites up top. There's the walls no longer are that kind of limestone. They're much more darker. What's that called? Not concrete, but like
Granite?
granite. Yeah, color. And there's no kind of floor of like tiles and stuff. It's just all dirt floor. And everybody give me a quick wisdom save.
Boy, wisdom save. Here we go, everybody.
I can't
Oh shit.
Nice. Okay.
There's our paladin, everybody.
Yeah. All right.
Hey,
Fat Rose
me.
McGee. Whatever.
Then you feel super good. Like this place feels like super familiar and homey.
Okay.
It's nice.
Lull yourself into a false sense of security, like the rest of us.
All right. So all of y'all just kind of walking by. It's about 100 feet across this walkway. There's not that much to see. It's kind of the same thing. Granite, stalactite, not much else.
Skull.
Giant snake.
Doesn't exist.
Granite, giant snake, granite.
And then as you keep on walking,
Bananas.
as you keep on walking, you suddenly hear a very loud as fuck boom. Just squisha!
You
And
hear a girlish scream come from me as I hide behind the first rock.
and you see the other end. Boop.
Walking fast and homebound.
That all this area is blown up and like there's just rocks all over the floor. Right.
Oh, I love rocks. Let's go play with rocks.
Clearly this area
Over
just
your
got
head.
exploded. And okay, is everybody what's the marching order right now? Where are you at?
I always charge confidently in the front.
Okay. Give me a marching order, please.
Din's
Where's the
over-
closest rock? Over here?
Okay. Okay.
I'm hiding behind it.
All right. So as you do this, all right. What happens is you start hearing a little like grunts, and out of the hole that was made of this explosion in the rocks, you start seeing. Okay, hold on a second here.
Goblins.
We're gonna fight goblins, everybody.
Goblins.
Oh
No, those
god,
are
even
goblins.
worse! Ah!
Kobolds coming out. They're just kind of like they got a little pickaxe. They got a little hat. Wow.
Do they have candles?
They do not have candles. They're not quite that much.
We'll take candle.
Working, then someday they'll die.
Ah, this way is what? We did not know this path was here.
Kill them! They're intruder!
All right, I'm gonna give them a quick.
Health increase.
No, they don't fucking get a health increase.
They die in one hit.
Yeah, quick perception check. Doop, doop, doop. See if they notice you.
I have -1 wisdom.
Okay.
Sure do.
Yeah. They have not quite noticed you. They're just moving down this way. And as they move down, you can hear like a much louder roaring kind of sound.
They're gonna get eaten by a bigger. They're gonna go. They're this is the cutscene. Oh look, we're kobolds, and then a big snake come and eat them. And we just walk away slowly.
Or they praise the snake.
What
So
the fuck are those? Knolls?
no, they're kobolds too.
Kobolds.
Oh, okay.
Kobolds.
There's bigger kobolds.
So you see these
So many
two.
kobolds.
You see these two other kobolds come out as well, and they're looking like they're much more well armored. They're not like basically in a loincloth like the other ones, and they have a map and what looks like to be a scroll of a kind. One has a scroll, one has a map, the other one has just a map, and then behind them is a big ass black dragonborn with a big sword and kind of just like marching confidently behind them.
Hey,
I
in
whisper
Europe-
towards
in
the Lord
Europe, Ron,
Professor. Are these intruders? Should we take care of them?
One second, David.
in Europe, Ron, are dragonborn common?
They're a bit more common than to be freaked out by them.
Okay.
You understand they exist, they're just very, very rare.
All right. Cool.
It's like killing a unicorn, I say it loud.
And then, right, Thrak, what'd you say?
Professor, are these intruders? Should we take care of them?
So, in coming to see, in seeing the stalactite up on top of the roof, you have not actually seen any of the pyramid crystal things here.
Oh, so there's no way to talk to him?
There's no way to talk to them, as far as you know.
Fine.
Looks like we're gonna have to kill our way out, I say instantly.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Da-da.
I will hide.
Hide.
The kobolds
Okay.
have not yet noticed you. They're very busy doing their thing, which basically they are moving over to this end here.
Just the way that we have to go, right?
Screaming.
Yeah, they're moving to kind of where you're all heading to. 'Cause at the end, you can see what's very clearly a very big door, like at least 30 feet tall, wide, like 10 feet wide door. Kind of where
I'll
the
look
chamber
over at my
ends.
companions. Ask if we should get the jump on them. I'm a soldier. I know about the element of surprise. Surprise, motherfucker!
Some fries, motherfucker.
What do y'all want to do? But yeah, so the Dragonborn and the other kobolds are not going towards the door, but they're going more to like the side of it, and you kind of lose sight of them as they go to like edge of it.
Okay, so we can't see those guys. We just see these 5.
What guys?
Yeah, and these are kind of like moving towards where these are at, but they're still kind of moving. And there's rocks there, and they're kind of moving past those. And there is a big ass hole here that leads somewhere that you can't really see. So, what do you want to
You
do?
guys aren't gonna answer me. I'm gonna bum rush these things.
I draw my bow and start aiming. Which one is the Dragonborn?
He's kind of
One we can't see,
obfuscated
it's all
off
the way
here.
over there.
Oh, gotcha. So then,
I'm muted, aren't I? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say, let's talk to them. We gnomes
Oh.
are known for convincing people to do things they don't want to. Walk forward. Boldly walk forward.
Talk to them. We lose the element of surprise.
It's. I didn't say it was. I didn't say it was the best idea. It's just an idea
Right,
that
so
I had.
he's walking over there. I'm gonna try to like sneak around the side.
Okay, so
I'm
give me a
out of
stealth check.
vision if they look at him.
Give me a stealth check, Thrak.
My stealth isn't terrible.
Oh my
But
goodness,
I-
they definitely see you. Like, just like very loudly clanging with all your weapons. Clack, 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 clack. Like, "Ah, what's
You're
that?"
not even walking. You're not walking. You're pulling yourself forward with your weapon. You're like stabbing the floor.
As
Very nice.
Boxwell came up to about to talk to them, they didn't notice him too much because they were distracted by your
He's a
clanking,
gnome.
and he just pointed to you and went, "Ah!"
Oh, hi there!
And then yeah, initiative,
Nice.
everybody.
I screech.
I run up behind Boxwell.
I wasn't clicking my fucking token. Damn it.
It happens.
Rolled a 21 though.
Okay,
Dude,
just
what
change
am I
it over
initiative?
to 21.
Sucks so
That
much,
man's 22.
I got a 9.
I got a 9, but I like can't select my. There we go. Yeah, I got a 9.
Okay.
Here you go. It's supposed to be 9.
Anyways,
I don't see their names, but okay.
that's fine. Yeah, so it is Kobold's turn. And he is going to go get his own crossbow and shoot at
I say we
Thrak.
come in peace. Come in peace.
They just start screeching. "Ah!"
Didn't even do anything yet.
They're very scared, and they just all pull out their little daggers and short bows. It's like, "Ah!" Short crossbows, right?
Knife fight.
Right. This very scared. 14. What's that do for you?
That hits.
That
I have
hits.
garbage armor class.
Right.
So
Yeah. So he pulls out his crossbow, his short crossbow, real quick, and just shoots you, and hits
In
you
the
for
nose.
4, right on the.
Right in
hey.
the nose.
It's sort of a grazing attack, but it's still kind of rough.
I mean, it's fucking almost. It's more than a quarter of my health.
Yeah.
Well, that I enrage.
I'm glad we're all gonna die to kobolds, everybody.
Okay, you
This is
enraged.
your own fault.
Yep, I enrage, and which one shot me?
This one. No, this one.
One shot me.
Hey, how'd you do that?
How did I do what?
You made
Oh,
it
you
small.
just click it twice.
What? Oh,
Anyway, I'm gonna charge the closest target. Fuck that guy.
Okay.
Dagger's clean.
Great sword raging.
Holy
Fucking
shit.
A, that is garbage.
Yeah, but you still hit, probably.
Cobalt, you hit, my dude.
Alright.
And you explode him. Like, what you do is your greatsword comes down with shooting a guttural roar, and you kind of concave his head and continue going forward until you basically concave his head into his upper torso.
Good.
And yeah, these other kobolds, they scared. They scared hard. So this one moves up to you and goes for a dagger.
At least now I take half damage.
Wow, he definitely hits. Holy shit. 23.
14 damage.
And you take 2 damage.
Is
that
that
half
risk I
already?
have?
Yeah, with half. With half. Ding. Kind of takes the moment that you took to sort of attack and sees and hits you. I mean, this dude's dead as fuck.
It's continuing.
And then this one moves back this way.
Oh, why?
Moves back and attacks Boxwell. 16.
Oh yeah, no, I have 10 or 11 AC. You're gonna hit with everything.
And he does 2 damage. Pew!
It's been fun with this character.
This one is a little bit more confident and kind of gives a little like. Alright, Arvelos. What you do?
I take aim at.
Which one attacked me?
That was fun. Yeah, you're good to hit from there. You have.
That one.
Okay.
Yeah, you have like 150 range.
Yeah.
No, I know. I don't want to
Actually,
risk.
no, you have sharpshooter. You have 300 range.
It's straight
I don't
up.
want to risk hitting you.
Yeah.
Shoot him.
Okay. So, known as the Night Chatter, you live up to your name as your. Interesting.
I'm casting a spell.
Holy
Oh my
fuck!
God.
As your namesake says, your bow slings back and a just gun-like burst echoes through the cave. And this fucking kobold
does not
just
exist anymore.
died horribly.
Just incinerates.
You know, the same kind of way where you,
The arrow passes through him.
yeah, like just pass. He's so dead.
With his heart
With his
attached
heart,
to
yeah.
it.
Absolutely. Well, let me.
Pin his heart to the ground 10 feet behind him.
Yeah. Basically, like Kampa, where he looks at his chest and is all like, "What?"
That is
It's like that.
One
blood
clean
over
chunk.
there.
One clean chug. How do you do that? And then he just falls down. All right, Din. What are you gonna be up to?
I go help Dracul and kill the boy.
Okay. Charging
Let's
up
see
to the
if this
kobold.
works, everybody. I attack him.
Do it.
No.
No.
Oh, fuck.
You know what? But
Deleting this character.
hey, I'm telling you, man.
Paladin.
Every time I play Paladin, this happens.
Why do you keep
That
going?
happened
It
when
keeps
Lori
happening.
played
What do you keep
Paladin
doing?
too.
It just keeps happening.
It's a paladin thing, man.
Paladins are
Overall.
just-
All right, yeah, man. Like you run up, you got your sword out, and you go to swing, but this little
Of course, we're
level 1.
2-on-1.
That's
so if you
true.
get advantage or
Yeah.
+2.
Yeah, give me advantage. You can roll another one. You do have flanking here.
Oh, well,
8.
let's see.
Let's see.
Oh,
Hey!
Hey. Yeah, so you kind of got a vision of yourself missing, so you correct it just to make sure that you hit, and you chop this little bugger's head off.
More it's like I swing and I'm like, I miss, and then it's like, no, I didn't, and then they go back and stab him in the neck. Nobody saw that.
You did a feint.
Exactly. Little
Yeah.
feint. He's like, I'm gonna dodge this way, and you kind of just dodge right into your fucking sword.
Yeah.
All right, Boxwell. Two little gnomies here. One that hit you with arrows before, and one that's kind of like taking out his dagger and looking all menacing. Menacing.
I sucked the life out of the one with chilling touch because it's necrotic.
Which
It's
one?
Like I sucked all the life out of him. The one that hasn't hit me yet.
Okay.
That jerk. Yeah, I'm gonna chilling touch him right in his.
Chilling touch requires what exactly?
What do you mean?
Like
Nothing. I cast it.
Yeah, I
It's
cast
just-
it, and I fail casting it.
fail casting it, yeah.
Well, no, it's not a fail cast. It just doesn't hit.
Yeah. So your hand glows with a weird dark blue energy, and you kind of aim it at him. But he sees it coming. He kind of dodges out of the way of the. Is it a touch attack? You have to be up to him.
No.
Okay.
No, it's
Oh.
120
No, it's a
feet.
ranged.
Yeah,
touch
100 feet,
attack.
yeah.
A skeletal hand appears and
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
It goes
that's-
up to 120 feet.
The hand-
Balls.
the hand goes out of your thing, but it misses. So the kobold you just attacked looks at you and kind of like snarls and moves up to you. It's gonna stab you. Yeah, stab.
Stabby, stabby.
Gets a 12.
Yeah, it hits me.
Yeah, yeah. And it does 3 damage.
Character's on death's door. He leans over. Just kill me now.
Alright, this one is dead. That one is dead. Thrak Fool, go again.
Alright, I charge this one with the frickin' arrow.
Alright.
Great sword.
Yes.
Ah!
Alright, another cleave down to the bottom and just fucking kill him.
I'm
Killing
rolling
him.
Such garbage damage too.
Yeah, but they have garbage HP. Alright, and as you do this, you hear another loud boom. Since you're a bit closer now, you can see what's going on here. They have opened up another. They've opened up another hole here with a spell. It seems like, and they are going down.
Stop flying up my cave.
Right, now it is. That guy's dead. Alright, Arvelos. Got one kobold doing a little knife fight with Boxwell.
Foxwell pulls his
Just-
knife out. Oh, you want to dance, do you?
And you hear an explosion off at the end by the door, at the end of the hall, at the end of the pathway. What you want to do?
I let out an echoing roar after I slashed the second one.
Yeah, that dude. Like your greatsword is dripping with blood.
Good.
Oh, it's my turn.
He's
What
been
did you
saying
do?
Velos over and over.
He fucking
Killed another kobold.
killed
I
our
missed.
kobold harshly. Split them apart. Where once was one is now entwined.
You just
Who
closed
even's
it.
left?
That
This
one
is
little
the
guy.
that's fighting Nomi.
Yeah.
He's the
Oh.
one that's killing me. He's gonna kill me to death.
I keep saying Nomi because that was the same character in the
Yeah.
other game. Now it's Boxwell.
Now it's Boxwell.
He's very angry at that yellow dot. Or that pink dot.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, max damage. Oh shit.
Achoo! Just another one. Like it's looking menacing at Boxwell. It's kind of putting its knife to one hand, throwing the other one, looking like it's gonna like do some shit, and then it just gets an arrow through the neck and falls over.
Bye.
Haha, you suck, you're dead.
So that is that. You all killed them kobolds as expected. These are fucking babies. But what happened now is that in front of you, you see that there's the big ass door, and to the side of it, a crevice is now opened up. That as Boxwell goes up to investigate it, it is a crack. It's about 10 feet tall, 5 feet wide, and it seems to be leading down to a chamber. The kind of concrete or granite stone leads into what seems to be stairs.
I am still raging. I'm charging after the dragon.
Right. So, give me. Is everybody going towards the hole, or is just Thrak and Boxwell?
I'm
Yeah.
always going towards the hole.
Right. Just put your character there, man.
Oh, sorry, I was stuck in pan view.
Yeah. So, anybody that's like within 10 feet of the hole, give me a wisdom check, please. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom
Unbelievable.
saving throw. This was not agreed upon. Oh wow, I did surprisingly better than I thought I would.
All right. So all of you are fine, and you go down the stairs, rushing, and as you do, you kind of see that it's spiraling around. Thrakthul, Boxwell. You make it down the stairs, and you make it about 10 feet, about 30 feet down, spiraling, and you see two armored kobolds. One with a spear and shield. Another one looks like he's kind of got his hands out, looking like he's about to cast something. I'm gonna put them initiative.
I don't like casty boys. Did we get a opportunity attack or?
They were waiting for you,
No, they were waiting for us.
so
Okay.
they actually get pretty on you.
Son of a bitch.
Wait, what?
As you were running down the stairs, and by the way, is everybody running down the stairs or is somebody waiting up top?
I'm up top.
Okay.
Yeah, I went downstairs too.
Okay, so you're running up behind them. So then you're about
Wait,
10
Adam.
feet behind them.
We just ran in blindly? Question mark?
I mean,
We were
what's
slowly sneaking in.
I know for a fact Thrak is just running down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you follow?
I'm going downstairs. I'm not like ninja running across the walls with no regard.
Okay, I mean, there's not much. Yeah, so basically, it's a very tight 5 feet stairwell that goes down in a spiral, and the granite goes into much more built, bricked area. So you can tell this is much more handmade, and it gets very dark. There is no light source here.
Doesn't bother me at all.
Dark vision.
Yeah. All right.
Also doesn't bother kobolds.
Yeah, exactly. So, Arvelos, you're on top of the entrance to the stairway.
Yes.
So, 30 feet down, you meet with the kobold. Yeah. And one of them shoots a small crossbow at Thrak. Wow. Yeah, as you rush in, it basically just glances off your armor, doesn't hit you.
Oh shit.
And another one shoots a firebolt at you.
Glances off my muscles, you mean?
Exactly.
I don't have armor.
No, it literally goes right off of the clasp that's holding the little like string that you have over your chest.
And the other one gets a little firebolt off, and you kind of, it just basically like disintegrates on your skin because it's just the muscles too powerful.
Good.
Orc
Yeah.
magic resistance.
Yeah, so you basically get up to them. There's two of them side to side. They're right next to each other. There's only a 5 foot wide area. What do you want to do?
I want to just frickin' destroy this magic boy.
Magic boy, aiming for the magic boy. Go for it.
Magic boy! Magic boy! My
Jeez.
damage is so bad today.
Is it?
It's
I
+6, man.
Not for kobolds. It isn't. So yeah, no, you slam down your thing, and his hands were out, and you kind of like just slash horizontally, and you slash through his hands, and he's like, ah, no! And just kill him. Slam
I
him.
guess my damage is super average today, is what this is.
Okay.
That's half the amount of damage I can do.
It works, man. It works. All right.
Oh, it's the secret kobold that's actually the.
And
beanbag
it's Arvelo's turn. All right, Arvelos, what do you want to do?
Well,
You hear
Is there-
sounds of fighting below.
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I don't know if there's room for me down there.
I mean, it's just a staircase that spirals around, so you would have to kind of come around the spiral, and you don't have dark vision, so it might be hard for you to see. But
yeah,
you do.
that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think I want to go down there.
But basically, you heard the sounds of a arrow hitting the wall, a burst of fire, and then loud sounds of pain, and they were quickly silenced as
Fucking thrack noises.
as then you heard a sword hit the side of a wall, metal hitting the wall. So that's what you
Yeah, I'm
heard.
gonna assume that these fucking barbarians have it and just hang out up here.
All right, then. What do you do?
I kill them.
Kill them dead?
I attack with my sword. Die.
All right, so you run up to them. Do it.
See what happens.
It's flanking.
Flanking, you're good. Got flanking.
Oof.
Wow.
You do another feint.
Yeah, exactly.
So you do a nice little flourish of like pretend you're about to hit from the bottom, then you just swerve your thing up. And how much damage do you do? Kill this boy?
No.
Nope. Yeah, no, you
That boy had at least 5 more HPs probably.
exactly. No, you slice and you hurt him, and he kind of like gets holds his wound, but then gets ready for another attack. All right, Boxwell, what you gonna
Kill
do?
him.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey.
There we go.
I clicked on the chilling touch button a long time ago. It's literally been like 20 seconds at this point. Come on. There we go. 5
That's-
damage. There we go.
There we go. So the skeletal hand goes out of your hand and into his face, and you can see that it sears into it, and then like all the kind of moisture saps out of his face, and you see his like eyes go super, what do you call it, shallow, and his lips
Such
kind
a
of
good
like
idea.
curl back, and you see his teeth rotting and just fall aside. Oh.
There we
God,
go.
we saw his crazy teeth rot. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Where's the real challenge?
So, as you say that, you see a small bit of light glow from the bottom, like the curve of the stairs leads down, and you see a little bit of faint glow coming on from there. What do y'all want to do?
I'm still going after the Dragonborn that I saw.
All right. So you go down about 30 more feet. You are
Jeez.
Boxwell and Din following.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's going down.
Of course.
So you're just gonna leave Arvelos back.
Hey, man.
Marvelous.
Well, if they're leaving and the sounds are getting quieter, I might make my way.
Actually, yeah, I don't know too much about Morgrave. Why can't he see in the dark like us? We're cool.
I'm a human.
Hmm.
Yeah, but you were raised by dwarves.
I don't think I magically gained dark
Weird
vision
loser,
by
are
hanging out with
you?
dwarves.
All right.
Wait,
That's
what
why
is
you learn to
David?
shoot so well. You always constantly shot in the dark.
Is David like an elf or something? What is he?
Don't worry about it.
Human,
Human.
or as you know.
Dark vision?
Variant human. You don't know.
Okay. What is the marching order? Assuming it's Thrak.
I'm laying in the back.
So as you go down, you enter into a chamber.
Ah, gone.
Whee!
There's light
Oh.
in here.
There is a light emanating from the other end, it seems like, of where you enter. So you walk into this chamber, and you see the Dragonborn appear, looking at what is a big, what do you call it, pedestal that has a big ass egg on it. It is looking like it kind of a sphere with multiple colors. I mean, it's a egg shaped thing with multiple colors, and the
Fabergé egg.
Fabergé egg, and the Dragonborn is nearing it as you walk in, and is giving off a very brilliant glow. Everybody, give me wisdom as you enter into the wisdom save as you enter into the chamber.
Fuck. Holy shit, I can't believe I'm making all these wisdom
Ah,
saves.
what the fuck? I have 16 wisdom and I roll a fucking 7? Me and Din both.
Yeah.
Both rolled
Here
fours.
comes my one.
Oh boy!
Yay!
All
You
right.
guys are terrible.
So, Boxwell, you are given a flash of just the sort of homely.
Oh wait. Is
Nope.
this a magic thing?
Yes.
You get bonuses to saving
You
and
get
magic.
advantage or something?
I get advantage. I get advantage.
Cool. Anyways,
What an advantage!
No? He's like, you're having a vision. No, I'm not. You're like, oh yeah, I am.
I definitely am.
It's horrible.
So, Boxwell, you get a lovely vision of your family. Like, you might not like them too much because there's so many of them, but this vision that you get is like this good memory that you have of just spending time with them in a dinner or maybe at a park, whatever. It just brings up this really
Spending time
warm
with who?
with his mother and father and siblings.
Oh.
And
There's
he's
like
just
70 gnomes in a
Sarah
park.
gnomes, yeah, and you just have like this really nice feeling. You get warm, and you feel like just like love. Feel like just a nice sense of like, yeah, this is nice. Din, as you kind of have your vision, you go back to your home, You remember all the people that kind of raised you, the family you had there, and how much they mean to you and how important they are to you. And again, you just have this really nice warm feeling. Arvelos, you get the flashes of more hold, where you kind of come from. You remember all the times you spent listening to tales of old dwarven kings and adventures. Remember drinking with your kind of adopted father. And just remember, like, those were really good times.
All the times that they made fun of you for not being able to see in the dark.
Yeah, so
Hey guys, let's have dinner, and they shut off all the lights. It's snickering.
They just bully you mercilessly, but you think it's all good.
These are great. These are great memories.
but yeah, all of you basically can't act next round for like another round.
Oh boy.
Thrakthul, you don't give a fuck about this. This worm comes over you and then immediately heats up to an anger boil. And you're like, I'm gonna kill that fucking dragonborn.
Good. How
Uh,
far away is he?
He's about 60 feet. So you're gonna take a bit of time to get to him.
Alright,
Javelin,
I'm gonna run
as
as
you run.
close as I can and throw a hand axe at him.
Got it. Hold on one
So like
second.
I hold my greatsword with my left hand and pull out a hand axe from my
Mhm.
vest of axes.
you open like a
Open your chest? 'Cause you don't have a vest.
Well, no, it's like I'm wearing pretty much like dual sheaths, so I've got, like a pretty much a belt strap across both my shoulders, and I got hand axes on both belt
Yeah,
straps.
I got it. Sounds good. Alright.
Throw the hand axe at him.
Throw the hand axe at him. And as he is so let me give you a quick description of him. He's very tall, he's at least 7 feet tall, black horns, very built, wearing full kind of plate armor, a shield, and then a long kind of jagged black sword. And he's looking at this
Man.
brilliant
Nothing, go ahead.
He's looking at this brilliant egg in front of him, and as he kind of like hears you stomping and going like as you throw your axe, he quickly turns around and like just takes his shield and deflects your axe off to the side, and it clinks on uselessly. And he looks at you with like rage in his eyes. You have made a
Yell out.
mistake coming here.
Yell out like a frickin' orc from 40K. Wow!
All right, he hears your wah, and since everybody else is kind of enamored with their own little like visions of home,
You hear me say,
he runs up to you, sword drawn, and just fucking swings at you.
Boy.
Yeah, he hits with a 22. Sword comes down at you, hard as fuck.
It's the worst type of paladin. The
Do
good
not
type.
take half
You
damage.
take 2 damage.
Oh boy.
Wow, that's very low. But yeah, take 2 damage. I'll give you an opportunity to leave. I would suggest you
Spit
take
on his
it.
face. I spit blood on his face.
blood or
Alright.
just a really thick loogie just covers like half his head.
It hits his face, and it just goes down his snout. And he's looking even more rage. You can see his eyes a fiery red. So then it is Boxwell. You kind of come out of your stupor of like thinking about your family. You're kind of wondering like, what was that about? And you still kind of feel warm and fuzzy, but you kind of have more of a sense of what's going on as you saw Thrak and this Dragonborn attack each other.
I say as I stare at this happening. Looking at my spell list actually. I
Most overpowered spell in the game. Magic missile.
Magic Missile's terrible.
Magic missile is so fucking strong, man.
It doesn't miss. It
It,
doesn't.
it doesn't miss, and I do a
Doesn't
whole 5 damage.
Yes.
Potentially 5 damage. I can do 4
Doesn't
damage.
miss.
I mean, don't you shoot 3 missile?
No, dude.
Yeah, you
Shoot one
definitely
missile
do
per
though.
spell level.
You shoot 3
Nope,
missiles.
you shoot 3 missiles, my dude.
missiles.
I'm reading this
That's a
now.
lot of fucking damage.
You definitely shoot 3 missiles, my dude. I had magic missile when I was playing at Matt's campaign not too long ago. Killed some shit with those magic missiles, man.
You can even aim the missiles in different directions.
It's true.
Like an iguana's eyes.
Iguana's eye, chameleon's eye, but yes.
Whatever, man. Iguanas could do it too if they wanted to.
Maybe.
Dart deals 1d4 damage, 3 magical darts. Oh, okay.
Missile best spell. What the
It is
fuck?
good. Hmm.
Roll them bones, my
First
dude.
doing 15 damage.
If you're gonna hit him.
Let's. There it is. Okay. Well, anyways. Yeah, I do damage.
How much?
George. I do 100 damage.
Oh, jeez, he's dead. You killed him. He did so much damage at level 1.
3? Did it actually put 3 or did it put 1?
Put 3.
Put 3.
Put 3 because it's 2 plus 1.
Yeah, but it didn't do what I
Oh
thought.
no,
it
it
would
only put 1.
Oh, okay,
do. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm
Second
getting.
one does the third one.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Damage.
Together.
Holy fuck. 10 damage.
And force damage.
Alright, so
Magic missile.
you fucking do your whole, like, how do you attack? Do you have a wand? Do you have any, you just shoot out of your hands?
I do my ninja symbols.
Alright, so from
I reach into one of my bags of sand. I grab it and I throw it in the air. And
Boxwell does his hand symbols and gets his pocket sand out and then, like, takes out 3 fingers, and out of those 3 fingers, 3 missiles come out and hit the Dragonborn, who tries to shield himself, but the missiles curve around his shield and strike him. And you see him kind of grunt in pain.
Mellowkin.
But he does not seem very phased. Thraxthul,
Kill
what do you
him.
want to do?
See how he's phased after this. It's only one more hit.
Alright, you hit him. He's gets knocked back a little by the missiles. You find a weak spot, and holy shit!
I
dead.
did good damage that time.
Ah! You hit him. You hit him hard, my dude. Fuck.
Don't kill him. We need him
Put the
alive.
full weight of my.
Eat his heart! Eat his
Alright.
heart! I
Okay,
chilling
so
touch
that's-
in his chest cavity.
Yeah, that boy just
Going
took
for a
16
frickin'
or 20, 26 damage. If that boy doesn't have 50 damage, he's
Nape to
dead.
navel.
Alright, so he gets hit really hard. He grunts as his armor is, like, broken into, like, concaved into his chest. He looks at you angrily, like, what the fuck? You had your chance. You won't. You can see some blood kind of dripping down his mouth. And as that happens, the egg starts to glow even brighter, and you see like a wave of light come out. Everybody, wisdom.
Can't wait to pass this wisdom save.
Good luck with that.
Boy.
That's not fair. Din's never gonna get a chance to.
Yay! 15.
No, Din's
Hey.
fine, everybody.
All right.
So
So,
wisdom boys did good.
Thrak, you remember hang out with, like, as much as the anger is trying to, like, lead you into, like, getting focused on this fucking Dragonborn, it starts to blur out, and you see, like, your mother's face. You see her taking care of you, hang out with you, and you see your dad training you to be a cool warrior, and the time you spend with them kind of just hanging out as a child. And the anger kind of is like, it's there, you can feel that red hot in the back of your mind, but right now you kind of really don't want to act towards it, and you just kind of want to chill and feel like this feeling of being with your family. Boxwell, you kind of go back, you remember just hanging out certain little times, like you kind of just go through a montage of doing stuff with your family, all your siblings, all 20 of them, just like hanging out, making
Seriously?
spells.
It's more than 20.
Of your siblings trying to play a trick on you. You
Yeah.
turning it around on them.
Exactly. It's just like montage of like kind of like 90s sitcom style, like, hey, we're doing this.
His parents have children in litters.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah. No, Dragonborn's good.
Litters.
All right. So now it is Arvelo's turn, who
Where did I put that?
was blinded for a second, but then kind of came to and was very present there.
Shoot him in the head.
Oh shit.
Wow. All right.
That's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage. Thwack. Again, your namesake sound comes through this chamber, and this guy just gets an arrow to his shoulder, and he looks
damage.
hurt. He is grabbing. He kind of puts his shield hand up to the arrow and like looks up at this kind of dazed Thrak and looks further to the gnome, to the human paladin, and to you. Like, kind of like shakes his sword hand at you. All
I thought
right,
you said sword head. And I'm
sword
like,
hand.
sword head. And you.
Sword
What
head.
does that mean?
All right, then. What you
Thanks.
doing?
Silent Hill.
Oh Jesus.
So,
How far can I move? My movement speed is 30.
I mean, he should be able to move as far as I did.
Exactly. So you can get next to Thrak.
Hey, your keyboard is twinkling.
I strike at the paladin, the dragonborn, with non-lethal intention.
Okay. You you went too. You like when you were trying to hit non-lethally. You went a little too easy on it. You pulled back too much, and he put up his shield.
Flank.
Is it flanking? I
Oh.
don't know.
Yeah, it-
well,
Well,
It's
matter.
it's bad.
Some
Two
days,
I
so
wouldn't
I
have
don't
hit
know
it
if
anyway.
flanking
It's
works.
fine.
You gotta mean it.
all
I
right.
say to him, it's all like, you don't want to die here.
I will not be dying here. And he kind of takes a deep breath in and exhales fire.
Wait. My turn's not over.
Oh, okay, I thought it was. My bad.
No.
Okay.
I-
What bonus actions you got?
It's a counterattack.
I have a bonus action, and I shoot light in his eyes. Ah!
Okay, what kind of saving throw is that?
Nothing. It's you as a GM now has to determine how this character would react to the being almost blinded. Because it's a cantrip, light.
All right, I'm gonna roll a quick Constitution. Determine how it reacts. All right. I mean, he's he kind of has to look away and puts his shield up to guard himself.
Okay, so here's the thing about this cantrip. I chose his head as the location of the light, so he just has a light shining head now.
Okay. All right. He's very much dazed, but he's still gonna go and try to just shoot his cone in the general direction where he remembered you being at.
Yeah, that's garbage. Fucking breath weapons.
Yeah. So everybody, give me
Does that have
a.
agility
Actually,
saves?
yeah. Thrak, you have disadvantage. Then you do not. Dex, save and throw.
Oof.
Yeah. And everybody else is far enough to where they don't get hit because it's a 15-foot cone.
I
Kinda
don't
like-
take half damage from fire.
Big
What
oof,
kind of
everybody.
damage? No, it doesn't matter. I only take half from piercing, bludgeoning.
Yeah. So it's
Fine.
basically like
And I'm
this.
back here like, cool.
Just enough to get me in there.
to go, have to curve it around to get you there. Let's see how this goes for you guys. All right, you
Oh,
both
boy.
take 7 damage.
All right. Well, I would be reduced to 1, or 0, but instead I get reduced to 1 and break out of raging.
Nice.
Ah, shit.
It's relentless endurance. When you are reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead.
Oofa. Where are you at, then?
I am at 6 HP.
Okay. So he's struggling, dazed, trying to get his bearings, and Boxwell, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Magic missile!
I don't know if he has spell slot left.
He has 1 spell slot left.
Or burning hands, all of us. I don't know. End it all.
Fire!
What kind of breath did he have anyway?
Fire.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Ha! Never mind.
What?
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
But, yeah. Are you muted?
I am muted.
Mhm.
Why do you mute yourself so hard, dog?
I don't know why I was muted there, actually.
Anyways,
Just
Boxwell,
instinctively mute.
what do you do?
I just give up and die.
Okay.
And by that
11
I mean
damage.
magic missile him in the face. I aim at his face, at his crotch, his crotch, his face, and then his crotch again.
Fuck, guys. Why are you doing this? What did he ever do to you? Besides
I'm gonna
fire breath
charge-
and hit you.
Yeah, I pull my knife out and I charge at him because I'm gonna take his face.
Take his face. Alright. He is supreme, like, at the day, because he was dazed, he didn't have a chance to shield himself from the missiles, so they hit him, as you mentioned, his face, crotch, and crotch. So you see him doubled over on the ground on his knees, just like trying to hold himself up with his sword, and trying to look at you, pass with his squinting eyes.
Fucking light in his face.
Yeah. And as you do that, one more big, brilliant light goes out of the egg.
I should have done my initial plan and used Mage Hand to take the egg from him, but
All right, everybody,
Back.
wisdom save.
Ah, boy.
13. I failed that.
Damn.
I still
Alright.
fail it.
So,
Dude, cut his hand off.
Out of 4 rolls, you didn't fail once.
Thrak and Boxwell, you're still kind of just thinking about your family, hanging out with them, seeing what they're up to.
He hates his family.
Wait, hold on.
So it's probably
Oh, and also Arvelos. Din is the only one. No. Boxwell, you passed. You're good. Boxwell
No,
and
I
Din.
failed. I got a 13.
No, he got a
The
13.
The 13 is mine.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't know why.
I was just
rolled
seeing
it.
if I
just-
could pass it with,
Yeah.
with 14 rolls.
No, so
but
Din is the only one that actually passed it.
Passed.
Everybody else is kind of like, let me see what the Dragonborn did.
I love it.
Wow, he hella failed.
Good.
Yeah, he just collapses, and you see what could possibly be considered a grin on the Dragonborn face. Then you pass, and in so you look at the brilliance, and you see a very familiar figure, a figure that you have seen much in your life, curling, growing bigger, and looking at you with eyes that seem to glow with starlight. And from those eyes, a message comes to you.
Wow, you tell her you're gonna put me out there? Okay.
And everything goes white.
Slowly running to this orb.
Right. What do you do, Din?
I go to the shape and I
Ah.
outstretch my hand towards it.
All right. So, I don't particularly like to do this too much, but I'm going to basically cutscene this. Everybody just kind of gets engulfed in white light. You all wake up back in
Hey.
Morgrave.
I should have loaded the Dragonborn. No.
You can still do it. There's still time to go back in the cave.
Wait, the
There's no
Dragonborn's
cave
not
ever.
with us?
No.
Fuck. My trophy. I'm gonna mount his head.
I know. You all kind of just wake up in what you believe to be, that's the library. I gotta figure out what the infirmary is. This place. You're all here now.
Oh God, who is this giant woman?
Fucking halfling.
It's a halfling. This is
Ah! Quickly, run away from her like gravity.
this is who you know to be the nurse of the school.
Oh.
Punch her because my hand is as big as her body.
Her name is
Nurse.
Felipa de Jorasco.
Nurse.
And she looks at all of you and kind of startled at that you all are finally waking up. And it's like, oh, you're awake. We had us worried. We didn't know what happened down there. I'm gonna go get the director and have him come and see you. He has a lot of questions for you.
What happened to the bodies?
Bodies?
Was there anything? How did you get to us? How did you find us?
From what the report says, it seems that you were over by the cave, right next to the Hall of Finishing. That's a dumb name. And you were just seemed to be unconscious next to the door.
Dumb. Okay.
I mean, what happened?
We don't know. I look away.
But yeah, David. Then you. Uh, what do you all want to do right now, real quick?
Character.
Am I back to full health?
Yes, you're all good. You're all back to full health.
My character goes back to sleep. Turns around, just
Just
pulls the covers over.
No, I imagine like you're like some kind of like animal. So I just like feel like you're like curled up. You don't sleep like a regular person. You're like a desperate animal trying to
Like
keep yourself
true,
safe
like a
from
dog,
siblings.
like much like a dog or some animal. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. And you just hold your dagger out as you sleep. Anybody gets you, ah!
Just a quick nick. Well, he had to do it that way to survive, because otherwise, his siblings would steal from him, return his stuff, stab them.
Rich history. Man, what do y'all want to do? What are you all doing as you wake up? You're just in an infirmary. They have like little small,
get
like I don't know what the smaller size of beds are. What are they called?
A normal bed.
Yeah,
Cots,
They're
they're
gurneys.
cots. Yeah, they're basically cots. There's about 8 of them. You're all together next to each other, and most of your equipment is laid beside you. And then you have what seems to be a big bag next to you.
Oh, nice. I have a big bag. Thank you, everybody. Here's my
Just
big
the old
bag.
bag.
Don't look at it. Don't question it.
And mage hand the bag from him.
The bag has kind of patterns on it. The sort of like turquoise zigzag patterns with like little will look to be golden trims that come up from the bottom up, looking like little 2 wings.
Well,
I'm gonna start putting my equipment back on.
Okay.
Look over at the halfling. Where's the dragonborn scum?
Dragonborn? We did not see any dragonborn.
About
We-
the kobolds we killed.
No, we didn't see that either. What happened down there?
Shouldn't
Killed
you know?
dragonborns and kobolds. Weren't you listening?
I mean, I was telling
This
the
is why you're just
professor.
a nurse.
I was telling the professor, we really should have put something to monitor what was happening in that cave. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go get the director and the headmaster and have him come and talk to you. So she goes off out of the room. Yeah, no. Apparently, nothing. Nobody knows about these kobolds and the. Maybe you're all just crazy and you just imagine all that.
Well, yes, but still.
Anything you all want to talk about or say as you wait for the headmaster to come in?
What's that bag? That wasn't with us.
Yeah, I pop out of the bag and ask what's in here.
I then we'll just look at everybody and go and reach for the bag.
Okay. Like reach in it or open it or what do you do?
I go to grab it and touch it first.
Okay. Yeah, it's a bag. Seems sturdy.
Alright, well,
Leather.
I'll open the bag now.
Right.
look
And
into
basically you get the Pulp Fiction glowing out of the bag.
it. Oh. Oh!
Yeah, this light is familiar to the light that was down there. And you can make out a oval shape. A sort of outlining in light of an oval shape in there.
Oh, okay. Close it. It's. Yeah. I mean, you all saw it. The light. in
The
my
egg?
eyes. It's probably an egg. It looks like an oval. It could be potable.
Hmm.
And this could
What
all
does it
just turn.
taste
The
like?
campaign could just be about playing football forever.
Oh, yeah, we don't know that. But it is a football. This is the infamous one football in all of Shard.
I touch the oval.
You can reach in there and touch it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, you feel this feeling of homeliness and or like feeling of being home, the feeling of being around people that care for you,
Ugh,
just
let me see
warm
that.
and nice. It's like, yeah, it's nice.
Okay. Um, it's like I described to the party. It's like you, when we were down there, did you have visions and feelings that didn't match up to what was happening?
I'm a mage. I always have visions.
The wizard vision.
I, I understand, Fox. Well, but I
You
think this
have
is
to be a little more specific.
you know maybe feelings of family and or maybe better times. At least good times, maybe.
Indeed, I felt as if I was hunting with my father.
Ah, yes.
I could almost remember what my parents looked like. Literally dropped them off the day before.
Get out of here! You're in university now. It's like, you're like growling at
Maybe
them.
I'll teach you how to be a little more civil.
But yeah, it's like I believe I found this. This is the source. I must.
Perhaps the Dragonborn will come after us and give us another challenge if we get onto it.
I don't know. He was kind of squishy.
But I will be holding on to this. Make sure it does not fall into the wrong hands. Maybe
Here, let me
perhaps
have it.
No.
Should we tell the headmaster about it, or leave out?
No. Let me look at it. I can see
No, I do not.
my swirly eyes.
I do not trust these people. Their trial was such a bad thing. Bad thing. Bad. Let's not bring this bag up. This is. I put it under the bed sheets as I wait for the headmaster.
All right. And as you are kind of getting a lull in the conversation, comes in Headmaster
What's his
Dumbledore.
name?
Lyrian. Lyrian Ear Morgrave. Ear
We
Morgrave.
all call him Headmaster.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Don't smash my PS2, man.
He gets a chair, puts it down, and kind of sits on it backwards. Hey, guys. I heard a lot of stuff happened down there.
Why are you
Putting my
being so
knife
weird?
away slowly.
Now, this trial isn't supposed to be dangerous, and I'm going to definitely talk to Professor Avier, what his name was?
Yes, you should have him killed.
Professor Danid, about what happened. But, right now, I think what's really important is that nobody finds out that some shit happened down there. Am I right?
I mean,
He looks at all of you, like, eh?
how much are you going to give us to not say anything?
That's a great question. Boxwell, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think it's important for all of us to kind of just make sure this doesn't get around that somehow you guys got hurt through kind of your own,
No,
not being
no,
careful
it was the
enough.
trial. It was the trial that you guys sent.
So,
Look, I'm going to try to start negotiating with him, stating what I remember was the trial was ridiculous with buzzsaws, cannons, flamethrowers, something that the average adventurer wouldn't go through. But since we're so good adventurers, we were able to survive it. But then that stupid goblin came out and started attacking us, so we had to defend our already injured selves. And then I'm effectively blackmailing him.
Yeah, so give me deception.
Aw. I'm really bad at deception.
maybe you should have rolled liar.
Why
The
did- why
liar
did it-
class.
He looks at you and kind of puts his hand to his lips, like puts his hands together and puts it to his lips, like, that sounds unlikely.
Yes! But that's what we're going to tell everybody.
Is it?
Unless, silence us a little. I'm trying to persuade him.
Right. Silence you. Yes, that is the plan. But you're my students, and I very much think that you made it through seemingly mostly unscathed. And from
Never
what
been
Professor
before in
Denny
my
said,
life.
the trial went
Full
really
of kinda
well.
burns and cuts.
It seems what happened after a trial is the question here, right? So how about we kind of figure that out? Run me down. You guys got the 2 stupid orbs. You put them as adventurers do, of course. And then you went through the little cave pathway, which Danid said certainly that there'd be no danger in just having no monitor there. So we didn't put any monitors there. And now we're here. So tell me what happened.
Kobolds broke through the wall, searching for probably artifacts. I don't know what they were there for, really. They attacked us on sight.
Huh.
We
Kobolds.
defeated the kobolds, but they had a dragonborn with them that I'm not sure what happened.
Dragonborn. Shit.
Heavily armored, too.
Huh. So from what I hear, when the Nid came down and picked you all up, he points to you, Drac, and is like, you had burns and cuts. Points to Boxwell, is like, you had a few scrapes. And then Din, you seem to be a little
An
hurt.
arrow in my heart.
You, Arvelos, were completely fine. Did you not get into the combat? Because what I'm trying to figure out is what exactly happened. So you have kobolds. They came. Now, I've had a run-in with a few kobolds in my day. And they're squishy, stupid things. So I'm
Yes,
sure.
I squished many of them.
Yes.
Unless they're led by a cunning goblin who planned to get rid of us.
He kind of chuckles like, oh, Danid. He doesn't have that kind of mind. He's too much in the books.
That's what he got you believing.
I like your senseless paranoia. It's a good skill for an adventurer to have. Now, so you took care of the kobolds. They were in no danger. Did you get hurt by the kobolds? Points kind of his finger around. Anybody?
Yes.
I see.
Put
We're
my
all-
finger in the hole that the arrow had been in.
Okay, so you killed the kobolds. Easy enough. What happened
Liberated them from life.
then? Yes.
What's it called? The Dragonborn leader seems to have fought us. Did you know Dragonborns can breathe fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, or whatever. So yes, after the fight, in the middle of the fight, breathed a little fire on us, and all was well. The Dragonborn was defeated, and somehow used a magical spell to like knock us out to make it his escape, probably.
Interesting.
I do not know of this magical force that they used, but it was quite something.
Deception check.
Lie!
Deception check. He's gonna inside check you.
Lie!
Nice.
Lie! I'm a
Charisma of a
liar!
paladin.
Wow. I see. Perhaps it was some sort of gem with a bell in it or something. And
But
yes.
did you not find the hole that they came through? In the way to the Hall of Finishing? Most likely, that's how they made their escape.
He looks to the side, like looks back to you. We saw the cave intact. We just saw you on the side of the big door to the Hall of Finishing.
Liar! I point. There were boulders, and there was earthquakes.
Was there
I didn't
some?
know what was happening.
Were there holes leading somewhere?
Again,
Yes.
this is how the kobolds came in. They broke through.
Right. Maybe they sealed it up when they left.
Okay, how about the corpses? You think they'd take all the corpses? I don't know, look at them.
Killed all the kobolds. Surely the dragonborn wouldn't be carrying 7 kobolds with him.
7.
He probably ate them.
No, I didn't see corpses.
Also, how much time has elapsed?
It's been a day.
Okay, how long did it take for you guys to find us from the time we came in?
We waited
Well-
24 hours.
After we waited about Danid Your professor waited about 5 hours. After you didn't come up from the Hall of Finishing, he
Why would he wait 5 hours?
He had a break.
I'm telling you, he's horrible, horrible teacher.
He didn't expect
Hang him,
dangers, but
hang
he
him high
expected
from the
us
highest
to take
trees.
up to 5 hours.
Well, you didn't know what you were up to.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't.
But when he came down, he just saw that you were unconscious next to the door.
After he sealed the cave, ate all the kobolds, and got rid of the dragonborn.
He got rid of all the evidence. Obviously, the teacher does not want to be fired for being incompetent, so he hid all the.
Hey, nobody's talking about firing anybody, right?
You were just planning on killing us earlier. What the hell?
No, I would never do that. I would do much worse than expel you.
You sent us. I understand that you are training us to be adventurers. If it wasn't for our skills, we would have. I think an average new beginner would have never made it through your trial, especially with the addition of these kobolds.
Kobolds are not part of the trial.
And dragonborn, and
Well,
Definitely not part of the
boulders,
trial. No,
and
boulders.
snake monster.
What? Snake monster?
It was written all over the walls. There's snake monster.
Oh,
We were gonna
the
be.
Connie stuff. Yeah, whatever. That's history. It's archaeology. No.
Yeah, I'm sure that was waiting for us too.
Whatever was there is long gone.
That goblin.
Danid has done plenty of excavation through that area.
Uh-huh. You keep bringing him up like he's all good and clean. But he...
Like all goblins are, huh? Racism.
I am going to go ahead and start persuading him, George.
Okay.
That that guy is evil.
I mean, you're
That he
making
needs
a
to keep
case.
an eye out.
Furrows his brow, looks at you, and is like, I will maybe do an investigation on him and talk to him about what he found and why he waited 5 hours to get you. I just want to. One thing that's really important to me is that you're all safe
We're ruining his life.
and that if these things were looking for artifacts, did they find them? And do you have artifacts? And he kind of gives you a big
No.
grin with a little shine in his teeth, his smile.
Why would we find any kind of artifacts? were
We all
passed
passed out. How can we have any artifacts? If you found our unconscious bodies, they would have looted it. Duh.
I see.
So maybe your stupid gnome, or not gnome, sorry, your stupid goblin friend took our artifacts and is hoarding it for himself.
What artifact we have to take?
I don't know. You're the one accusing us of having artifacts. We have his stupid orbs, or no, wait, we didn't take those orbs, did we? No.
No.
Never mind.
No, we didn't.
No.
So we have
Those are
nothing.
the things that open the door.
All right. Okay.
I
So-
may not be the smartest,
Wait,
but I am the
do I still have my
smartest.
quarterstaff?
Yeah, show the quarterstaff.
I got this. I throw it at him.
He grabs it with one hand. Oh yes, the little stick for the training. Good. He gets up and then kind of like turns around, faces the door. Is like, so the story is, you were training, you were done as very good adventurers would be done with these trials, and then you decided to take a little break in the cavern path. You took too long, and you took a nap, and then when we found you, we were worried. But you were fine.
Oh, but when he found us with a bag of 20 gold on us, and you decided to keep our mouth shut.
Each.
He turns around, and you see a little, like, half smile on him,
Oof, that's nice persuasion.
and he nods. No, I don't think. How about 15 gold each?
It doesn't break up good. For 4.
No, he said each.
Oh, each. That's good. Then it's like, I understand. Yes.
15 gold each and 2 weeks off. I put my feet up.
No, you have a lot of classes coming up. But, you
I
know,
already missed one day.
Oh, the pain! It hurts so much! I can't concentrate!
Trauma!
he looks at all of you and kind of, like, shakes his head. Look,
We're the worst people in the academy.
how about this? I know that there's going to be a little bit of a get-together after everybody finishes the trial to celebrate. generally speaking, you're only allowed to go to the honors bar down the road at the upper region. But there's a nice bar. There's a much better bar in the lower region that alumni and myself frequent every so often. It's off limits for students. But maybe I'll look the other way if you all want to take a little night off over there.
Question mark. I think bar? Question mark.
You know, you get
Well, I'm
your
too young to drink.
spirits, your beverages, your in looks to Arvelos. Get drunk.
You got it.
Oh, on the house of the university.
Just say that Lyrian Erg Morgrave, headmaster of Morgrave University, sent you. And it's on the university.
He's trying to kill us.
Is like I nod. He's like, thank you.
The place is
Seems
called
like
Detention.
Oh, man.
It's a little
understood. Wink.
it's a little funny name we gave it. But we understand what happened here?
Yes.
Yes, it was quite.
I've already forgotten what we were doing here in the first place. Don't worry.
So the Char Inquisitive comes around and asks some questions. It's very simple what happened.
Shard Inquisitive come and ask questions when nothing bad happened.
Exactly. Alright, well then. I'll make sure that your rooms are cleaned and everything is provided for you. You may adjourn to that, and we'll see you in you can have the rest of the day off. Tomorrow, back to classes. Alright, so he disappears into the ether. Ah.
Shit. Oh God.
Does he give us the money right then, or do we have to wait for that?
You surmise that he means he's gonna have the money at your rooms.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it's basically the first session. What do you? I mean, except for like stuff you all want to do now. Anything that your characters like to do now that they've woken up and all that stuff. Yeah. So Velos goes to his room and finds everything's as as it was. You got dwarven paraphernalia and a Moorhold like thing there, and you have a little sack of gold, 15 gold, waiting for you.
Oh. Neato.
I can't really think of much of anything to do, so I'm probably just gonna go to my room.
Yeah, so you go to your room.
Go.
Same jazz. Yeah. You got rocks that you lift or something. I don't know. But yeah, in there, additionally to the stuff you have, you got some sack of gold. Yeah. Right. Den, what do you want to do now? Everybody else is going off to their rooms. Just
Everybody else is dead. Is what you told me? Okay.
Just go into our room.
Yeah. I'll sneak off into my room and gather my things and leave.
gather your things and leave like Morgrave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get what you came for. Later.
Okay. So as you
I'm gonna go down into the church that
Okay.
I came into the city before I went anywhere.
the church that you have the contact with.
Yes.
Here, I'm gonna roll a d6, George. This is for no reason.
Uh huh.
Let me know right now.
Okay. Cool. I'm glad for no reason.
Oh, look, a 44. Yay!
That's not a D6, but okay.
3, so average.
Okay.
Man, I have 17.
You rolled a 1d6. What was that 1d6 for?
Yeah, 1d6 is
Oh.
for wizards.
I'm
Think
curious
about
what
it.
I would have rolled.
None of us rolled.
I should
Look.
just remove the varying HP.
All right.
Hey, look, you literally got average. You would have gotten less, actually.
Yeah, one less. All right, but let's find out what everyone's gonna
I
get.
could have gotten more.
You could have gotten
One.
more. What you would have gotten, David? Huh? Huh? Wow.
You actually would have gotten more.
I would have gotten
Yeah.
more. I
Yeah,
hate
two
this.
more.
I hate this vile game.
What is random generated numbers? All right.
This is some bullshit.
But you're still over 20, man.
It hurts me not to be at maximum possible. No.
But yeah, okay. So, what do you want to do, Boxwell?
I am trying to read my fucking goddamn book. I'm stealing from the library.
So you're gonna go to the library and bone up on some
Steal.
spells.
Yeah, bone up on spells. By putting them in
Boner
a
up
bag
on
and leaving with
spells.
them.
I mean, the librarian's there, so that's not gonna happen.
Oh.
You can roll me a
Sounds
sleight of
very,
hand
very
if you really want to
small.
do that. You can roll me a sleight of hand, but generally speaking, like the teachers there are all good to just give you some lessons on spellcraft and stuff. So if you want to just like, there's like 4 spellcraft teachers in Morgrave you can talk to. So what do you want to do?
I'm
Wait a
going.
minute, I lost my fucking hand axe, didn't I? Because it was
Oh yeah,
down
that
in
thing's
that
gone.
cave.
Mm-hmm. You're
No.
down 1 hand axe.
I start making him a new hand axe. In the shape of my face.
Can I?
I'm gonna go to the library and study. Yes, I'm a nerd.
So
Invocation
for Din,
is-
do you want to like, are you coming back to Morgrave, or are you like?
I'm going out to do something with this bag I have.
Okay.
Back up my church.
Okay. So we'll talk about the church then. We'll discuss that afterwards. So for right now, session's over. Everything's done. As you all go back to your rooms, the night kind of falls over Sharn. You've had a long day, and well, you've had a long adventure. You slept for like almost a day, and then you woke up to having to talk to Illyrian Morgrave. And it seems like everything is fine for right now. Except you all know that Din has the egg thing that was
Oh,
glowing.
that's right. I'm gonna actually investigate the egg thing. I'm gonna use my
Can't
magic.
touch it.
Bullshit. I got magic.
Are you gonna investigate it in the library? Or are you gonna investigate like how are you gonna investigate it? Are you gonna go with Din?
What would I need magical tools to look at things like this? Because that would be what I'm gonna try to do is get the things necessary to start looking into it. So I guess the library is one thing.
Yeah. Do you wanna investigate sort of like the Connie? Like what would you be researching?
I think I would be researching. Nothing. I'd be researching the geography of the area and history on it.
Okay.
Try to start fucking mapping things together. What's this called?
Alright, so you head off to the library. Din heads off to his church. And everybody else goes off to the rooms to kind of figure out what's going on. And with that, we end the game. Come back in like 2 weeks maybe.